this month. I'm particularly here to um, see what I can learn. I'm enthused about AI, and I'm hoping to possibly find mentors here to help me out.
Sure. Thank you very much. Let's take a few from the next row. Should I start calling names? I like your braids. I wonder you know your name.
I'm Anumwa Omari.
Okay.
I'm a student, and I came across the GYTS on LinkedIn and decided to join. So today I hope to learn something new and then hopefully find mentors to help me get into tech.
Sure, thank you very much. Pass it on.
I'm Augustine Boateng. I came across JYTC, so that's why I'm here today.
All right, thank you very much. You're welcome.
Okay, so I'm Sandra Mamley. I'm a journalist and a researcher, and I'm here to cover the program and also learn.
Okay, thank you very much. I can tell you that the first three guys here are very serious. But please, they are shaking their heads. Give the mic to him. Oh, let me know your name. The mic is here.
All right, I'm Michael Issel, the cybersecurity analyst, and I work with an robot company in UK. So basically,
You're welcome.
I'm Suleiman Abdul Rashid. I'm a lab technician, and I'm just here to learn something new.
Sure, thank you very much, sir.
I'm Michael Schneider, a software engineer at Africa Tech TT, and I'm here to learn more.
Okay, we go back to the very first row. Oh, they have introduced themselves already, so then that's fine. Yes. Oh, you thought I wasn't coming back. I'm sorry, I'm back.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Hi.
So please, my name is Danita.
Danita.
Yes, I'm a data and a tech specialist, and I'm glad to be here to learn and network. Thank you.
Sure, to learn and network the next.
All right, so I am Emmanuel Tinkrine, a front-end developer at Vota AI, and then I'm also looking forward to learn.
Sure, thank you, sir.
Hello, I'm Esther Fosubuako. I'm a student and I'm here to network.
Sure, thank you, Esther. Yeah, let's go on. Let's go on. Oh no, you now.
Hello everyone, my name is Kesbin Enchi. I'm a startup founder with expertise in software engineering, cybersecurity, and AI. I'm here to first of all learn, be inspired by what others are doing, and also present how we are solving real-world problems. Representing market technologies today.
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Greetings. My name is John Ieke, and I'm a student, and I'm here to learn, hopefully to make an impact in this country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next. I'll be coming to the startups. I'll give you a chance to show your business to us just a few minutes before we officially start.
I'm Samuel Issa, biomedical scientist. I'm here to learn new skill.
Okay. So if you are a startup, can I see your hands up? Startup. Okay, you have spoken already. You two, let's go to the back. Let's give them the chance to tell us a little bit about their startup.
Okay, my name is Jacinta Rizidabri. I am a telecoms engineer and also a co-founder of Awoya ERP. It's an SME-focused ERP tool that seeks to speak to the SME space, providing them POS capability, stock management capability, and accounting capability. It's a very cocktailed product, and we are looking to scale it up across the sub-region as well. And I'm here with Morgan, one of our co-founders as well. I'm looking to network and then also have some insights into AI, and then there are a lot of bright minds here, so it would be a very good session. Thank you very much.
Did I tell you I'll give you an invoice after? I'm lying.
So my name is P.C. Morgan. I'm also a co-founder of Awoya ERP. Justin is my co-founder,
Sure.
and we are here to network interact with a lot of business owners here and see how best we can help solve some of their problems and also get solutions for some of the problems we have in our business. So thank you.
Okay, let's hear from the next startup.
Okay, hello. I'm Stephen Kajutechia, a nurse and a journalist. I'm a co-founder of Biospace GH Limited, a startup that converts agricultural waste, specifically plantain stems, into high-quality packaging material for the poultry industry in Ghana. And I'm here with my other co-founders, Dominic Singbanyugai and Stephen Opoku. We are here to make our business idea known to others and also network with other like-minded individuals as well and teams. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. The next one, because I work with a business media, I'm a little biased towards startup. I love to hear what they are doing. So let's hear the next startup. Oh, the next startup. Is that all? Oh, okay, there's one here.
All right. Hello, my name is Peter Tonka. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Tonytel. Tonytel is a health tech helping hospitals to digitize their operations. So this morning, I'm looking forward to network and hopefully secure some equity funding. Thank you.
Okay. See Wanda for your invoice. I believe that's the last startup. That's all right. Okay, yeah. It's good we are hearing from a female.
Hello, everyone. My name is Amari Edu, and I'm a startup founder of Jiwatech. We deal with online courses to make it more flexible and easier to learn. And I'm also a student at the University of Cape Coast. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The last lady.
Okay. Hello, my name is Irene Opoku Intim. So I work with the Ghana Atomic Energy Commission, and we are trying to start up, like with some students, we've come out with a product for monitoring, environmental monitoring, and we are here to collaborate. So I came with my students. We are here to collaborate, to learn, and also to pitch our products and see if we can get some funding for scaling it up. Thank you.
Sure, thank you very much. Distinguished guests, speakers, partners, innovators, and the brilliant young minds gathered here today. I warmly welcome you to the Ghana Youth Tech Summit 2025. A round of applause. Nice one. Today, we stand at the crossroad of innovation and opportunity, where Ghana's youth are shaping the future of technology, entrepreneurship, and leadership. The summit seeks to position us, the youth, at the forefront of digital age, empowering us to become architects of change, creators of solutions, and champions of inclusion. Please give yourself once more a round of applause for making it. And as I mentioned earlier, I am Juliet Etepe. I'm a journalist and online editor with the Business and Financial Times. And it's an honor to be doing this with you. But to officially open today's summit, we will hear from the Executive Director of Nova Impact, whose leadership and vision continue to inspire our community of change makers. So ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Ms. Celestina Edu for the opening remarks. A round of applause for her as she joins. Let's keep clapping to the fine lady guests up here. Okay, keep doing it.
Thank you very much. Good morning. So, the Minister for Communications, Digital Technology and Innovation, Honorable Samuel Nate George, who has currently not joined us, distinguished speakers and invited guests, esteemed partners and innovators, members of the GYTS community, and the exceptional young minds gathered here today. A very good morning to you all. On behalf of Nova Impact and our organizing partners, I warmly welcome you to the Ghana Youth Tech Summit 2025, the biggest youth gathering that celebrates possibility, innovation, and the promise of Ghana's future. Sorry.
So it's actually a tech summit, and the devices want to play with us.
So, nice one. Yeah, thank you. So sorry about that. So each year, this gathering reminds us that the future is not a distant dream waiting to arrive. However, the future is being shaped right here by us, by you, through every idea conceived, every line of code written, every bold act taken one step at a time. Our theme this year, Future Ready, Leading Through Innovation, AI, and Entrepreneurship, is a call to prepare, to lead, and to create our own journey. Across the world, technology is reshaping how we live, work, and connect. But for us in Ghana and across Africa, this transformation is not just being about catching up, but leading from where we stand, using creativity, resilience, and community to design solutions that reflect our values and realities. We see young people using AI to solve agricultural challenges, using digital platforms to educate others, and turning entrepreneurship into a force for social change. This is the story of our generation and the story of this summit. At Nova Impact, we have witnessed the remarkable transformation that occurs when young people are equipped with the right tools and entrusted to lead. This year, through the STEMinist program, we trained and graduated 20 young women in digital marketing and hosted the STEMinist Mentorship and Career Mapping program, engaging additional 20 young women. We also convened the STEMinist Conference, which brought together over 100 women, fostering empowerment, collaboration, and connection among women in STEM fields. Additionally, we hosted a Design Thinking for Social Change online webinar, where 50 youth collaborated on a case study about galamsey, one of Ghana's most pressing social issues, and developed innovative ideas to drive positive change in their communities. We partnered with the Ghana Internet Safety Foundation on the Trust and Safety Academy Fellowship, and also partnered with X-Africa on the Launch Your Career in Tech program, which provided opportunities benefiting 11 participants. We also collaborated with the She Rise Tech Empowerment Program on the Empower Her Workshop series in digital skills and entrepreneurship, through which 20 young women graduated in October. Our focus remains on expanding opportunities to smaller communities where access is limited. With our community, young people are no longer waiting for the future. They are building it ethically, inclusively, and fearlessly. Today, we can confidently say we have directly impacted over 200 youth and reached approximately 2,000 others indirectly through our programs. Can we get a round of applause, please? Thank you. While we all recognize that collaboration is key, I want to emphasize once more that this vision cannot be achieved in isolation. To unlock the potential of every young mind in Ghana and across Africa, we must forge partnerships that go beyond gatherings where we meet, talk, and depart, but partnerships that build systems, fund ideas, and open doors of opportunity for us, the youth. We call on you, our GYTS fellows, the government, private sector leaders, development institutions, and visionary funders to join us on this mission. Together, we can expand innovation hubs, create jobs and internships, and scale the Nova Venture Fund pitch, a platform we are launching this year that empowers young people to transform their ideas into sustainable, high-impact solutions for Ghana and Africa. Our goal is clear, and I'm sure at this point you would be wild with our goal, because we aim to train 1 million youth in STEM fields by 2040, reaching those in junior high and secondary schools who lack access to tertiary education or paid private training. By equipping them with digital skills aligned with the fast-evolving tech ecosystem, we ensure that no young person is left behind. Your support can make all the difference. You can donate directly through our website today to help us expand our reach, scale our programs, and empower more young innovators across Africa. Investing in the youth today is investing in Africa's stability, creativity, and sustainable growth tomorrow. Next year marks a new chapter in our shared journey. As we gather again for the Ghana Youth Tech Summit 2026, which I hope you all be here, our focus will expand to explore youth in climate and environmental technology, energy transitions, digital assets, and entrepreneurship. This direction is not accidental. It is a response to the times we live in. Across Africa, young people are not only learning technology, they are applying it to solve some of the continent's most pressing challenges, from climate change and clean energy to sustainable finance and digital inclusion. We have listened to the aspirations and feedback of our youth community and the feedback from our partners. This message is clear. The next phase of innovation must serve both the people and the planet. The 2026 summit will therefore connect technology with sustainability, entrepreneurship with opportunity, and innovation with impact. It will be a 3-day experience of learning, collaboration, and creation, and gathering where ideas grow into solutions and where the next generation of tech leaders can shape the system that will define our collective future. But that journey begins now with the conversations, commitments, and collaborations we build here today. So as we open this summit, I invite you to dream with courage, build with empathy, and collaborate with intention. Let's shape a future where technology is powerful and purposeful. Together, we can make Ghana and Africa future ready. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for Celestina for setting the tone for us, and also for Nova Impact for putting this together. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for her as she takes her seat. Let's keep clapping for her. Right, thank you very much. So before we move forward, we would like to acknowledge our incredible partners and sponsors whose support has made this year's Ghana Youth Tech Summit possible. So appreciation goes to Ghana Digital Center Limited. And if I mention the name and you happen to be with the organization, just give me a wave or maybe a little sound. So we start with Ghana Digital Centers Limited. Amalitech. Is Amalitech in the house? Okay. A round of applause for them. Innovtech. Is Innovtech in the house? All right. A round of applause for them. Ghana Internet Safety Foundation. Nice one. A round of applause for them. Doberman. Nice one. They are at the back. Impuntu Technologies. They are here, right? Okay, so I saw the lady at the desk, but a round of applause for them. Implementers. Yes, they are waving at the back. Done by Axe. Done by Axe? Right. Zindi. Okay. Yeah, a round of applause for them. They are sponsors. Tech Labari. Tech Labari. A round of applause for Tech Labari. Bell Beverages. Deaf Can Talk. A round of applause for them, please. Sign With Me Foundation. Esports Association Ghana. A round of applause. KG Concept. Ghana EdTech Alliance. A round of applause. Kweku Tech. A round of applause. I've been looking forward to who the Kweku Tech is. A round of applause. In Green Africa. Afrimore Advisors. Nexotine. Newfield Clinic GH. Act Media. Ghana Prime News. IoT Network Hub. And our official broadcast partner, ABC News GH Please, a round of applause for our partners and supporters for powering this vision. Right. So we're moving straight to our very first keynote address. And our first keynote address will be taken from a speaker whose career in cybersecurity and risk management is marked by significant roles across global institutions. He has served as a cybersecurity consultant at British Petroleum and also cybersecurity risk manager at Cognizant in London and a cybersecurity assurance consultant at the Bank of England. Today, he will speak on the topic, Building Ghana's Tech Future with Inclusive Technology and Ethical Leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, we are honored to have Mr. Divine Selassie Agbeti. He's the Acting Director of Cybersecurity Authority Ghana. A round of applause for him. As Mr. Divine here. A round of applause for him as he joins us. Let's keep clapping. It's a useful summit. Let's keep clapping. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Before I go on my scripts, I think I would like to appreciate all of you for making it to this event. I know when it rains in Ghana, a lot of people find it difficult to get out of their homes. So for you to be here, it means that you mean business. And I would like to urge you to use the opportunity to network. As Celestina mentioned, you have to collaborate with intention. There are people here to see what you have and possibly invest in your ideas and possibly have partnership with you and grow with you. So do not shy away to engage people here. Make friends, like-minded friends from this event. Thank you. I've seen a lot of known faces. Distinguished guests, partners in technology, educators, and most importantly, the young innovators gathered here today. It is an honor to address the Ghana Youth Tech Summit, where the energy, creativity, and determination of Ghana's youth meet our shared mission to build a secure digital future. You will know what I'm going to talk about already. When you invite a cybersecurity person to speak, it's going to be about security. So please don't be taken by surprise. We live in an age where digital transformation is reshaping every aspect of our society, from banking and education to healthcare, governance, and commerce. Ghana's digital economy is expanding rapidly, offering unprecedented opportunities for innovation, entrepreneurship, and global competitiveness. These opportunities come with great risk. Cyber threats are no longer distant possibilities. They are present realities. Attacks on critical infrastructure, breaches of personal data, and the spread of misinformation can undermine trust, stability, and progress. Cybersecurity is not merely a technical issue. It is a matter of national resilience, economic growth, and social well-being. This is where the youth of Ghana come in. You are not just citizens of the digital world. You are leaders shaping its future. Your fluency in technology, your creativity in problem solving, and your passion for innovation place you at the forefront of Ghana's cyber resilience journey. This goal is not far-fetched. The Ghanaian youth are demonstrating they are prepared. Last month, students from St. Peter's Senior High School were crowned champions of the National Cybersecurity Challenge, organized by the Cybersecurity Authority in partnership with the UNODC and the Ghana Internet Safety Foundation. Thank you once again, sir. During the competition, these bright young minds proved they were ready to begin tackling real-world digital safety challenges. In Kumasi, the SLAM Foundation, the Ashanti Regional Coordinating Council, and the National Youth Authority trained over 120 young people in cyber monitoring, digital forensics, and IT audit, equipping them with practical skills to facilitate digital transformation. These achievements are not just milestones, they are signals that you, the youth, are already shaping the future. The CSA is dedicated to developing a secure digital ecosystem alongside the youth. Our initiatives concentrate on capacity building and awareness creation programs and workshops. The authority is working in partnership with universities, technology hubs, and private sector companies to offer mentorship and practical experience. The CSA endorses research projects that tackle Ghana's distinct cybersecurity challenges. Through these efforts, we aim not only to safeguard Ghana's digital infrastructure, but also to nurture a generation of cyber leaders who will shape Africa's digital future. To the youth, I mean to you, sitting right here, and those listening and watching. Ghana Youth Tech Summit, the future is not waiting. It is calling you. Embrace the responsibility of leadership in the digital age. Keep learning. Innovate courageously. And act ethically. Cybersecurity is not just about defending systems. It is about safeguarding trusts, protecting opportunities, and making sure Ghana's digital future is inclusive and secure. Your ideas, energy, and commitment are the strongest shields we can build. Together, we can transform Ghana into a beacon of cyber resilience, where technology empowers rather than endangers, and where the digital future is secure for everyone. To secure Ghana's digital future, I challenge you in 3 ways. So please remember them. Number 1, be cyber smart. Be cyber smart. Shall we all say it? Be cyber smart. Be cyber smart. Okay. Here, I urge you to learn basic cyber hygiene, such as setting your own strong passwords, ensuring you have 2-factor or multi-factor authentication, and also act responsibly on social media. And also remember to protect personal data. That is how you become cyber smart. Number 2 is be cyber skilled. Shall we all say it? Be cyber skilled. Here, I urge you to consider careers in cybersecurity. There are so many areas. If you're very technical, you can look at ethical hacking. You can also look at digital forensics. If you're not technical, or you think you don't have a technical background, you can go into what we call the GRC. That is governance, risk, and compliance. And the GRC allows you to work with the technical teams, and over time, you build that technical capacity for yourself. You can also look into AI governance and AI security governance. And those of you who want to know where the future of law is, because evidence in court and defending cases in court will require you to have cybersecurity knowledge. You can also look at cybersecurity law. Number 3 is be cyber responsible. Shall we all say it? Be cyber responsible. Here, I urge you to use technology to solve national problems. So do not misuse technology here. You have to be responsible using technology. So you use the technology to solve problems, such as misinformation, cyberbullying, and online scams. Do not use it irresponsibly. So now we are going to state the 3 as this: be cyber smart, skilled, and responsible. So we'll go again. Be cyber smart, skilled, and responsible. Be cyber smart, skilled, and responsible. Thank you. Remember, you are the architects, guardians, and pioneers, because a secure digital Ghana will rise on the foundation of your leadership. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for him. And let's try and see if we remember the 3 things he taught us as what? Be cyber what? And the second one is? And the third one is? Okay. So I've heard that the Gen Zs don't like peace. Unfortunately, I'm not one of them, but this morning everybody is too peaceful and calm. So let's shake up a little. So let's add up another chant. When I say tech, you say future, right? So tech. Right. Let's add another one. When I say innovation starts with, then you say us. So innovation starts with us. So innovation starts with tech. Let's add the last one. When I say youth, you say power. If you believe it, then let's chant the power. Youth. Oh, we don't sound like we are powerful. Youth, tech. Innovation starts with, let's be cyber what? Okay, you guys are paying attention all this well. So let me allow you to remain peaceful. Anyways, we'll go straight to our second keynote. For our second keynote, we'll have an incredible leader. She's a globally recognized business leader, visionary entrepreneur, and one of Africa's most distinguished voices in digital transformation. Her leadership journey continues to inspire many across Africa and beyond. She will speak on the topic, Future Ready, Fostering Youth-Led Innovation in the Age of Emerging Technology. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause as we welcome Madam Angela. We'll take it again. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause as we welcome Madam Angela Chermantin-Jumo. Why did I get this wrong? A round of applause for her. I've seen her on a lot of stages, including some of our BNFT events, and she's doing amazing, and her voice and inspiring us. So a round of applause for her as she gets on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Madam Angela Chermantin-Jumo. I'm doing very well.
I was looking at the sign speaker. Can you come on stage? Because those sitting here can't see you. Come and stand here with me. I see a lot of familiar faces. Good morning. All protocols observed. And I must say, to what Divine said as well, Divine is my friend, so I'll call him Divine. So, when I was coming this morning, I didn't expect anyone here because of the rains. Because when I was growing up, when I was your age, I remember I went to London for, I think it was after O-levels or something, and I had a job interview. And it rained heavily that day. So I boldly called the company and said, sorry, I can't make it today. And they said, why? And I said, because it's raining in the UK. Can you imagine that? because when it rains in Ghana, everyone stays at home. So it was so funny to them because it rains all the time in the UK. So I think the lady called everybody in the office and was like, come and listen to this bush girl on the phone. So I think she put me on speaker and she said, can you repeat what you just said? And I boldly said, it's raining, so I can't come for the interview. They said, so will you come tomorrow? I said, yes, if it doesn't rain, I'll come. So I'm very impressed to see you guys all here today. So give yourselves a round of applause. It shows you are dedicated, you're focused, you're disciplined, and that's what we need. So, good morning once again. All protocols observed.
Angela, sorry, let's have the mic a little bit closer.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Can you hear me now? Is it better? Okay. So let's start again. Good morning. All protocols observed. And once again, thank you for making it today. So I want to start with a story, a real life story. In 2020, at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, a young Ghanaian named Richard Kwating and his brother, Jude Osei, made headlines. From their small workshop in Kumasi, they built Ghana's first solar-powered hand-washing station, a smart device that used sensors to dispense soap and water without touch. It wasn't funded by a global tech company. It wasn't built in a fancy lab. It was born out of necessity, curiosity, and a sense of responsibility. When the world was frozen by fear, these young men used technology not just to serve, but to survive. Their invention earned international attention, and it became a symbol of what is possible when innovation meets purpose. That story, to me, is the essence of today's conversation, being future ready. Can we say that? Being future ready. I'm learning from Divine, so I'm going to let you repeat a few things. So let's say it again. Being future ready. It is about young Ghanaians like Richard and Jude who see challenges not as barriers, but a blueprint for breakthrough. Now let's look at innovation, because today's summit is about innovation. I see innovation as the new currency of progress. Innovation has become the heartbeat of human progress. When we talk about being future ready, we are talking about a generation that can think critically, create boldly, and solve locally. And the truth is, innovation doesn't begin with technology. It begins with mindset. Across Africa, we are seeing a shift, a really big shift with the youth. Young people are no longer waiting for permission to create. They are re-engineering the future from ground up. From Ghana's robotics teams winning global awards to young coders developing fintech apps in dorm rooms, innovation has become the language of possibility. At Brainwave Africa Tech, the belief fuels everything that we do. We were born out of the conviction that Africa's transformation will not be imported. It will be built from within. And through our Brainwave Africa Tech Academy and the AI Explorers Club, we are seeing this come to life. In the AI Explorers Club, young children between the ages of 8 and 15 years are being taught how to build basic or learn basic machine models, create chatbots, and explore coding, not as the theory, but as a tool to solve problems in their communities. And we've seen a huge, huge mindset shift. Like I said, innovation doesn't start with technology, it starts with mindset. So we are catching the young ones very young and infusing this mindset shift in them, and the impact is amazing. These are the innovators of tomorrow, the future engineers, policymakers, the digital architects who will shape Africa's destiny. But for innovation to thrive, we must nurture 3 things: curiosity, courage, and collaboration. So for innovation to thrive, what do we need to do? Can someone tell me? Courage. Collaboration. Well done. Curiosity to ask, what if? Courage to learn, even when the systems say no. And collaboration, because the future will not be built by individual brilliance, but with collective intelligence. This point is very important. Individual brilliance versus collective intelligence. You see the difference? If you want to run far, run alone. Is that the adage? Who knows that adage? Can someone tell me? If you want to run fast. Excellent. You got it. Okay. Now let's look at artificial intelligence, the great equalizer, I call it. AI is no longer a science fiction. It is the invincible infrastructure shaping how we work, learn, and live. But here's the truth. While the world races ahead, Africa cannot afford to be a spectator. We must be designers of the algorithms that will define our future. Because if you don't shape AI, AI will shape you. Can we say that again? If you don't shape AI, AI will shape you. Let's say that again. If you don't shape AI, AI will shape you. And how do we shape AI? I just said it. By building the algorithms, not just being spectators, by actually building the algorithms. Okay. AI is not here to replace human potential. It is here to amplify it. It can help farmers predict rainfall, doctors diagnose diseases, teachers personalize learning, and entrepreneurs optimize supply chain. The question is not whether AI will change Africa. It already is. The question is, who will lead that change? And this is where young people like you in the room, online, this is where you come in. Aren't you privileged? You are. And don't take it for granted. AI is a great equalizer. You no longer need $1 million lab to build solutions. All you need is access to knowledge, a laptop, and the will to learn. What do you need? Can I get one person to tell us? I want a lady. What do you need? Excellent. Give her a round of applause. Being future ready means more than knowing how to use AI. It means understanding its ethics, its power, and its responsibility. We need a generation of digital citizens who will ensure that Africa's data is not just consumed, but protected. And we had our cybersecurity expert talk about protecting our data and being responsible online. That our stories, our languages, and our cultures are not lost in translation, but encoded in the algorithms of tomorrow. As I often say, Africa's future will not be defined by how much data we generate, but how much value we create with that data. So I want to talk a little bit about entrepreneurship. For me, that's turning ideas into impact. Innovation gives birth to ideas. AI gives that power, gives the idea power. But entrepreneurship is what gives them life. Every young person here carries a spark, all of you. No one exempted. Everybody here carries a spark, an idea that can solve a problem, transform a community, or build a business. Yet, too often, these sparks die because we are scared of failure, or we wait for the perfect condition. Let me tell you something. There is no perfect time to start. The best time is now. Can we say that? There is no perfect time to start. The best time is now. Entrepreneurship is not about owning a company.
Can I say that again? Entrepreneurship is not about owning a company, it's about owning your potential. What is entrepreneurship? You're a very smart student. It's about seeing opportunities where others see obstacles. Ghana's digital economy is projected to exceed 20 billion by 2030. Across Africa, the digital sector could reach 700 billion, creating millions of jobs. This is not a future to wait for. It is one that must be built, and be built by the youth, like you in the room. To truly unlock entrepreneurship, we need an ecosystem that supports risk takers, governments that invest in digital infrastructure and policies that encourage innovation, corporates that mentor, not just sponsor, and educators that teach problem solving, not rote learning. The future economy will not be built on natural resources, but on human imagination. And the next generation of African entrepreneurs will not sell products, they will sell possibilities. In conclusion, as I look at you, the innovators, the coders, the dreamers, the builders of Ghana's tomorrow, my message is simple. Do not wait to be ready to lead. The future will not wait for you. Be the architect of Ghana's digital future. Every great movement began with someone who dared to believe that their small ideas could be a big difference. Richard Kwarteng dared to believe. Now it's your turn. Be that generation that codes Ghana's solutions, that builds with integrity, and that innovates with empathy. Use technology not to chase profit, but to create purpose. Use entrepreneurship not to just build wealth, but to build impact. And use AI not as a threat, but a tool to bridge gaps, to heal systems, and to tell Ghana's story in our own voice. The future is not coming. The future is here, and it belongs to those who are bold enough to build it. So let's build it together. Let's make Ghana and Africa not just future ready, but future leading. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That was so insightful, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause once again for Madam Angela Chomanteng-Jumo. I got it right this time around. A round of applause for her. So I was busily taking notes while she was speaking, and I just remembered I'm the MC, so if there are prizes, I wouldn't win some. So what I can do now is to share them with you so that when it's time for the Q&A, you can win the prizes. Am I not generous enough? So Africa's transformation, she said, will not be imported. It will be built from within. That is why innovation starts with... nice one. She also mentioned that for technology to thrive, we must be curious, courageous, and collaborate. There's a lot of things I've written here. I'll share them as at when it's necessary. But I know that one of these highlights that everybody is thinking about now is when she said, entrepreneurship is not about owning a company. I'm thinking about it. I hope you're also thinking about it. A round of applause for her once again. Right, so we'll be moving to our breakout session where participants will engage in interactive learning on key areas shaping our digital future. We'll be breaking into two parts. The first part will be taken by Mr. Gabriel Apia, Director of Awareness and Outreach at the Ghana Internet Safety Foundation. And discussions will be around guarding against cyberbullying, sectortion, and misinformation. The second breakout, the topic would be around leading with intelligence, AI as... So because I see Madam Angela leaving, please, they would have to take a group picture before they leave. So if the camera guys could catch up with those who did the opening remarks, Mr. Agbeti and Angela, and then Celestina for the group picture before they leave. Thank you very much. So the second breakout will be on topic on leading with intelligence, AI as a tool for future-ready leadership. And that will be taken by Dr. Samuel Etuahini. He is the research and data scientist and also an AI consultant, and they will explore that topic as well. So the protocol team will help us to know where the first breakout will be, the first part will be, and then the second part will be. And Right. So, Wanda, if you could help us with the breakout so we share into our respective places. Sure. So a round of applause for ourselves once again whilst we are sharing into our parts. The ushers will guide us as to where you would be in terms of the topic. And we can have music whilst we come back. Thank you very much. A round of applause once again, please. Oh, let's keep clapping. Tech. Yes, I knew you would forget. Tech. Tech. And the other one is innovation starts with, okay, Mr. Agbeti said what? We should be cyber what? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, then Madam Tremantes Jimos said, for us, for technology to strive, we need to be curious and then, oh, wow. Ashes, please help us get into our various room for the breakout session. Let's have some music whilst we gather. Thank you. Okay, so I understand. Okay, so Gabriel's panel will be at the World Vision behind, and then the other people would be here. So let me just reiterate that so that everybody gets this right. So Mr. Gabriel Fori's session is on guarding against cyberbullying, extortion, and misinformation. And I understand it will be at the World Vision Center just behind us. Yes, so there's someone at the back to guide us all there. And Dr. Samuel Etoahini's session will be here, and the topic would be Leading with Intelligence, AI as a tool for future-ready leadership. And we will all be here. So let's see Mr. Gabriel's team moving out as the someone at the back leading us to that center. So let me see those who are going for the leading with intelligence, AI as a tool for future-ready leadership. Let me see your hands up if that's the topic you're going in for. Okay, so that is that is Gabriel's session, and it's happening at the back. So let me see you standing up while somebody directs you there. And the topic once again is guarding against cyberbullying. No, wait. Guarding against cyberbullying, extortion, and misinformation. Let me see those who are going in for that one. Guarding against cyberbullying, extortion, and misinformation. So that is rather Gabriel's. So please go back. That is rather Gabriel's session. So please go back. And those who are in for leading with intelligence, AI as a tool for future-ready leadership, please, you are staying here. You are staying here. I mentioned I need to confuse you a bit, and I'm doing that much. We are staying here for leading in intelligence, AI as a tool for future-ready leadership. We are staying here. Right. So if Gabriel's team is out, then we'll hand over to the facilitator here.
Good morning. It's good to see you here today. Wow. In fact, when I was coming, I was thinking I'm going to meet about 5 or 6 people so that I can just have a round table with you, 5 minutes, then I'll just leave. But unfortunately, fortunately, right? I have a whole lot of people here who really want to know about AI, and I'm really impressed about your enthusiasm. Mostly when it rains, I don't go out. Even if I have to eat, I try to think about some things that will not urge me or my stomach to crowd around, yeah? So that once the rain is over, that's when I'll go and get something to eat. But you are here just to learn about AI. I'm really, really impressed. Let's give a hand of applause for the great job. Right. So today we will be talking about AI and how we can actually use AI in our settings. Now, recently I had a presentation on a similar topic, and one thing I noticed is that most of the AI we used have biases, right? And most of them are because we don't program them here. But today, we are going to talk about the best way of using AI responsibly and actually doing what? Programming the algorithms and everything here in Ghana. What is the reason of us being here today? I don't really know. Who can tell me? Why are we here? What? Talk about innovation of tech. Okay, thank you. Who else? Talk about innovation of tech. That's why we are here. Yes? Is that all? Why are you here? Collective intelligence. Why are you here? Okay. Why am I here? I'm here to let you know that artificial intelligence, innovation, entrepreneurship are the new formula for what? Very good. For our economy to be able to improve, AI is one of the most important. I can urge everyone here that today you've used AI. Tell me you haven't. You see? We use AI in so many ways that we don't even what? In fact, we don't think about it before opening and using them now. If you are in school and you are given an assignment, how do you go about it? Right away, do you start writing? Do you start reading? Or do you start going to AI? Come on, don't worry. Just say it. Just say it, yeah? Yeah, right? You go straight to AI. AI, come on, give me the answer. Right? But then, are those the responsible ways of using AI? We will be talking about them today, okay? So note that AI plus innovation and entrepreneurship is what? The new leadership formula. If you want to be someone known, if you want to have an impact, to do something great for the nation, you have to know something about artificial intelligence. You have to be what? Innovative. Not AI to do everything for you. It's not about hard work anymore, but it's about what? Intellectual ideas coming out. Okay? Now, let's talk about this. What are we going to do today? We will classify them into four most important groups, and the fifth part is going to be you pitching out, or you saying some things, or you coming out with solutions. The first one is we will talk about AI, what is AI, and what AI is not about. Most people think that AI is a threat, and I've heard that 1,000 times. Okay? There was a presentation at Airport View Hotels with 70 companies, and 60 of them were thinking AI was going to take their jobs. Got that? So today we will talk about it. Is AI actually a threat or not? We are going to talk about it. AI for innovation. What are some of the case studies? People who have used it, how they used it, how it benefited them. We will talk about it. And here in Ghana, how is AI benefiting us? And how can it benefit you also? We will talk about that. What are some of the tools? Today I'll give you about 20 tools. Okay, I know you know some of them. Others you may not have used them. We will talk about how to use them responsibly, how to gain content, innovation out of them. And then we will end up with the entrepreneurship word, entrepreneurial mindset, where we will know how AI comes in. The last part is you interacting or coming here to pitch. Give us a solution using AI to a problem that you will identify. Okay? So, what is artificial intelligence? What is artificial intelligence? If we talk about artificial intelligence, we are talking about it in two ways. We have two words, artificial and intelligent. Yes? What is artificial? Artificial. Okay, please note, there is no wrong answer. Okay? If you say anything, it gets stayed here. Don't worry. Okay? Right. Artificial. Yes. Man-made. I love that. Artificial is what? Man-made. What about intelligence? Intelligence. What is intelligence? Wow, I wish I can do that, Intelligence. Who can help me out? Intelligence. Okay, the way we think. So, artificial being man-made, intelligence, he said what? The way we think. So I will classify artificial to be what? Man-made, and intelligence being the thinking power. Right? So if we say artificial intelligence means man-made thinking power. You have something in you known as the DNI, divine natural intelligence. Everybody has it. No matter who you are, you have what? The divine natural intelligence. But I would say, unfortunately, it has been locked. And you need to what? Unlock your divine natural intelligence. But for AI, artificial intelligence, we are transforming a bit of our DNA into a machine for it to act like a human being. That's it. Okay? So if I say artificial intelligence is any machine that can adapt, it means it can adapt to situations. It can reason. That means it has what? The capability to reason like a human being, and it can what? Provide solutions. Okay, he has gone fast, but it's fine. Okay, it can do what? Provide solutions. So if I should put a robot here, give a diversion, 2 roads, one of them entering into fire, the other one entering into what? Water, but there's a bridge on it. And I should ask this robot to move. And it doesn't think that, okay, if I go left, I'm going to be burnt. But rather, let me go there and get burnt. This time, I'm not going to classify it to be an AI. Even though it can move, right? Why didn't I classify it to be AI? Because it cannot what? Reason. Do you get my point? Now, if I put the robot and I said, okay, I want you to move. I want you to move, and you move by yourself. Sorry? Okay. It's able to move and get to the point and said, okay, if I go left, I'm going to be burnt. If I go right, there's a possibility I may fall in the water. But if I walk on the bridge, I'll be safe. And it moves to that direction. Now it has been able to reason and what? Provide solution. This is AI. So let's try and differentiate between AI and robotics. AI and robotics are different, but people think it's the same. Okay? Robotics are machines explicitly given instructions to follow. So here, what I'm going to do is, I'm building this robot to always move 3 steps forward, move 3 steps to the left, move 3 steps to the right. All that I've said, I've given that information. And the machine does it. So this time, this is what? A robot. But here, I built an AI, say that you are here. I want you to move there. That is it. How you get there, I don't care. Now I'm building something with what? Intelligence. So this time, it's going to think, use different ways until it gets to that location. Most of you use AI a lot. One that everybody uses is Google Map, right? Very simple. You just go, hey, how do I get to digital center? Do you tell the system, please use this road, turn right, turn left, go there, and then take me there? No. What do? You only type where you want to go, and it picks where you are standing, and it directs you. That is what one of the AI systems we use often. We will talk about that. So AI, or artificial intelligence, is the development of computer systems able to perform tasks that would what? Require human intelligence. Example will be what? Visual what? Perception, speech recognition, decision making, translation, and so on. Okay? All right. So the machine should be able to think like human. What? Thinking humanly, rationally, acting humanly, and acting rationally. This is what an AI actually is about. So now let's move on to where we find the types of AI. We have different types of AI. AI is not just one. We have more than 7 types, okay? We have reactive, we have weak, we have strong, we have artificial general intelligence, and so on. These are different types of AI. But I'll talk about only 2 of them. The one which exists now and the one which is yet to come. Okay? That is the first one, which is weak AI. That is narrow AI. That talks about machines with weak artificial intelligence which are made to respond to specific situations. They are meant to what? Very good. Specific situations. So like I said, I'm at point A. I want to go to point B. How do I get there? It's what? Weak AI. Oh, on my website, I want to talk to somebody that can answer all these questions I have. But it's what? 24 hours. People will be sleeping. I need an AI to do that job for me. What is that? A weak AI, right? Oh, I speak English. I need somebody that can speak Chinese to translate my Chinese for me. But unfortunately, there is no one. Let me get a machine that can do that. That is also what? A weak AI. Okay, the amount of energy we use in digital center, I need to find out so that every time there will be enough power. So I need to predict how much energy I will need. That is also what? Weak AI. So all the AIs we are using they all fall under the narrow AI. Okay? They all fall under the narrow AI. So we have chatbot, self-driving vehicles, and image or facial recognition. They are all types. Then we have the strong AI. Now, these ones are not yet out, or it has not been what? Programmed yet. And I'm really looking forward that Ghanaians will be the ones to bring some of these out. Yeah, come on, you should clap to that. Okay, I'm really looking forward to that. Why? Do you know that Instagram was programmed by a Ghanaian? No one knows it, yes? Instagram was programmed by a Ghanaian boy who studied in the US, brought it out, they bought it, and now you are using it. But the Ghanaian boy, nobody even talks about them. Do you know that fiber optics was also what? Invented by a Ghanaian? Yes? What's the name of the inventor? Oh, you don't... The name? Dr. Thomas Mensa. Yes? But now, all the fiber optics we are using in communication, we think it's from what? Somewhere else. It was made by a Ghanaian. There are many of these inventions, and I'm looking forward that what? Strong AI, which is also known as what? Self-aware AI, will be from Ghana. What do we mean by this? It's a kind of AI that they are self-aware, they are very intelligent, highly intelligent than even human beings. They can what? Actually assume your emotion, whether you are happy, you are sad, or what they can do to help you, everything. They can do that, okay? That kind of machines are not yet out. So you can watch a movie, I think Avengers, right? You can see Ultron and stuff, right? Or is it robot AI what? iRobot, right, iRobot. Those kind of robots you see in there is what we portray to be what? Self-aware. Have you got it? If you just pull a gun, boom, they'll be able to dodge. But if it's the normal weak AI, boom, and they'll be standing there just to die, right? So these are some of the changes that will be in the future as we go on. Okay? All right. So the rest of them, I think when you are out of here, you can go in and read about the other types of AI. As I told you, we have more than 7 types. Okay? So try to find out some of the differences. Okay. So if we talk about the innovation, talking about the cases, during the keynote address, they talked about what? AI being used in agriculture, AI being used in health, AI used in what? And all that. Yes, that is what we are talking about here. We have to know that AI is basically used in so many ways. In agriculture, we use AI for a whole lot of what? Ways that helps us. Youth, we don't like to farm. If I tell you to go to the farm right now, will you go? You give me an excuse. My palm, my waist, and so on, right? But now, agriculture, we use AI, and it makes it easier. Irrigation, we use AI, right? What again? An example, if you have your greenhouse farming, you can use sensors to let you know how much water you need, right? When it should sprinkle, when it should, everything can be done by AI. So it's not in the future that we will use it, but we are using it right now. Got it? So agriculture, we use AI in it. And in Ghana, I think there's one or two companies I know about that are implementing this in their what? Their greenhouse farming systems. But if you go to South Africa, we have what? Robotics that they use AI in their drones and where? Their sensors. Then we have health. In Ghana and pharma, they use AI for what? Diagnostics. Now, have you ever gone to a hospital that as you are talking to the doctor, he's typing? Yes? What do you think they are doing? What? Do you think they are actually typing your case? Nah. They are asking, okay, AI. Then you say, when did it start? 3 days ago. Okay, started 3 days ago. Which part of your body? My head. Okay, his head is paining him. Have you eaten? Yes. Okay, what food did you eat? I ate some maclean. Okay, you ate some maclean. What is wrong? It does happen every time, right? They also use it because in health, it's able to diagnose faster than using the human intelligence. Okay? Then if we come to finance, we use it in so many ways. Even here in Ghana, we use it for loans. Okay? If you go to the bank and seek for a loan, and the bank tells you that, oh, I'm sorry, we can't give you the loan, don't be angry at the person who told you, because AI told him to come and tell you. Why? Because we use AI to check what? Your monthly salary, how you use your money, a lot of parameters, even your household. How many people are you taking care of? So we check, can you pay that loan or you will not be able to pay? So you see, within seconds, AI will predict, Madam A cannot pay. Okay, Madam B can pay. Then they will come and tell you, we are sorry, we won't be able to give you the loan. And you are angry. Why can't you give it to me? It's AI that said it. Got it? So we use AI in so many ways. And in Kenya, they use it for what? Also for crediting scores. Then the next one is what? Public services. Even here in Ghana, if you go to controller and auditing, right? Over there, the people are too many. We have more than 1 to 2 million Ghanaians who are working for the government. 1 to 2 is even less, right? Maybe more. How can you predict each and every one of them who came to work, who didn't, who should be paid, who shouldn't be paid? We use AI in doing all this to make sure that accountability is right. Okay? Now, when you are looking for jobs, I heard that there is it Jobberman? Jobberman, they are here, right? And I'm sure you also use AI, right, in scouting for different types of jobs. Yes? So if you are looking for a job, now you don't have to type all your CV. You can actually use AI to, write it for you in the best possible way. But please, I'm not saying that go and add some skills you don't have. Okay, you do that, you are going to be given the job and you cannot what? Do anything. All right? And also in education, someone said Venus has a really beautiful name and is a second planet from the sun. Here, what is it trying to mean? Information is everything. Okay? So with this, we can have a whole lot of information. Future, we'll talk about that. Now let's come to the tools. This is very, very essential. The tools is something I'm really passionate about, and I'll be very happy if you can actually tell me the ones you've used, the ones you've never used. We will talk about it right now. You let me know some of them, how you use them, okay? We will do that. So the first one is, let's say you are into writing. You are into writing. You write poems. You write essays. You write books. Whatever you write, there are some AI that can actually help you, right? So the first one, we have what? Jasper and WriteSonic. WriteSonic and Jasper are very good for writing. Like I said, the weak AI is for what? One specific task. They do it very well than the others, okay? I'm not talking about the LLMs. Even the LLMs is the same. The large language modeling, they are all the same. They are very good at searching, isn't it? So when you are writing, you do writing services, we will say Jasper and WriteSonic are very good for this job. They are very good for this job. Number two is automation. You have a company that you have repetitive tasks. Today, they have to get up, do that, write some notes, receive calls. These kind of things are done almost every time within your company. You can what? Automate them, right? So you can use the AI to do this for you. And we can use what? Zoom info or what? Hotspot breaks. This is very good for automation. Very good for automation. The third one is what? Tutoring. You are very good at something that most of your schoolmates are not good at. They all come to you for help. What do? You think about it. You need money too, right? So just go to Udemy, create some videos of yourself teaching that course. Put them there. Or you can even use what? Teachable. You put them there, and then you go and sleep. The number of people who watch your courses, you are going to be paid for that. You see? Very simple. A good way for you to get some money. Then we have the digital product. This, I've used them myself, and it was very good. Now, let's say you go to Printify, okay? And then you create some some digital products. Now, digital products, you don't need any inventory. You don't need to create the products and come and put them in a warehouse and wait for people to come and buy. No, you only create them. Okay? Then you put it online. Where do you put it? You can put it on Etsy. Etsy is somewhere you can put it, or Shopify. Now, people will go there and click on it and buy. And do you know the funny part? When they buy, you are still sleeping. The company will create that product and send it to the person, and you get your what? Your commission. So let's say, let me give you a scenario. You create a shoe. No, shoe will be too cheap. What do you want to create? Let's say you create a T-shirt, okay? And this T-shirt on Printify, the T-shirt is only $5, okay? Then you add your designs and everything, and the price increases to, let's say, $25, right? Now, the $25, you share it on Etsy, where Etsy is going to take 20% of whatever is going to be bought, okay? Now, you have $25, $7 going to Printify, and what? How much is 20%? $5, right? Also going to where? Etsy. The rest of it, how much is that? Is going to be yours. So let's assume that at the end of the day, you have what? 8 CDs, okay, for one product. If one night, 100 people should buy, how much do you have? $800 without doing anything. Do you understand? The product is going to be there for years upon years. If we have much time, I will demonstrate it here for you to see. I will create a product and everything for you to know how to do it. Okay? If 1,000 people should buy, how much do you have? $8,000 for not doing anything. This is why it's very important to what? Use AI. We'll go on. The next ones are going to be Okay, translation. You are very good at translation, but if I should give you a book to translate the book in 1 hour, can you do that? Thank you very much. So here you may need what? An AI to help you do that. And if you use what? DeepL is very good for that. The next one is what? Affiliate marketing. Now let's say I have a product. Oh, sorry. I have a product and I'm very good. Go back. Let's go back. No, back. Back. Yes. I have a product and I'm selling it to the market, but I don't have a lot of what? Customers. Now, you come in and you share it on your social media for me. Just share what? That advertisement for people to click and buy it on. That is known as what? Affiliate marketing. So if the product is $100, I will take maybe $70 and give you $30. That is what? Affiliate marketing. You can use Jasper to write the content, to create the content, and then you use what? SEMrush to do your search engine optimization so that people can click on it more. Some of you are very good at social media, right? Most of you have more than hundreds of thousands of followers. This can be a very good what? Side hustle for you. Just go to Amazon and then just affiliate market with them. Go to Sony. Go to even some of them which are very good. In Ghana here, it doesn't really function well. I mean, people don't really buy it because it's very expensive. But if you actually do that on your network and use the search engine optimization for outside, and one person even buys that product, you are blessed. Do you know that product? It's called Hermes. Do you know Hermes? Hermes bags, yes. One bag can cost how much? $10,000, $100,000 for just a bag. And women, they love bags. So they buy it, right? So if one product is $100,000, and for me, my affiliate marketing is just to advertise that product. If 2 people buy it, okay? If 2 people should buy that product, and I'm to get 10% of $100,000, how much do I have? $20,000 from just 2 people. You see how you can make money easily with AI? Think about it. The next one is when you, if you want to generate ads, you want to generate anything, you can use Daily or Midjourney. That's good. And then social media, search engine optimization services, you can also use what? ClearScope and Market Muse. The next one is what? Manage your social media brands. You can use Buffer or Hootsuite. These are the logos to each and every one of them so that you don't make mistake when you are searching for them. Now, these are very good. They are apps or they are tools that can help you to reach your goals very easily without you what? Using much money or much effort. Some of them even you don't need any money. They are almost free. Okay, they are almost free to use. I see that someone can be on the internet for more than 3 hours scrolling on TikTok, right? But that 3 hours, just use 20 minutes of that 3 hours to create a business using 2 or 3 of these apps. And it will rather fetch you money than just scrolling and laughing. For me, there is one guy, is it Wire? I think it's Wire, yeah? No, not Wademaya. There is one guy that makes cartoon videos, Wire, W-A-Y-A. I just go to TikTok and I watch the videos and I laugh a lot, okay? But I watch it and I check my time. Oh my God, 10 minutes. No, let me go somewhere, right? Yeah, so if you are that type and you spend hours and hours and watch people's videos and be laughing, just use some of these apps. Create a business. Like we said, entrepreneurship is not about owning a company. It's about what? Thank you. Owning the ability. Learning how to use some of these are very easy. Go to Coursera. Go to Udemy. Go to Teachable and so on. All those places can teach you how to use them very fast and effectively, and you can use it to build a lot of wealth. Okay? Will you do that? Are you doing it? Thank you very much. There are other ones also. There are other ones. What's good? Okay, there are other ones which are very easy. You can have them on your phone, being what? For presentation, for deep research, AI images, and so on. Now, N8N is very good for the automation, as I told you. We have Claude for coding. Those who love coding, Claude is very good. Claude is very, very good for that. Then we have what? Lovable. These are a whole lot of tools that you can use in your businesses and so on. I was told that there are some schools that you are not allowed to use AI, right? This is not right, but we are still trying our best to explain to the government to allow you to use it. But use them responsibly, okay? Use them responsibly. Don't just copy and paste. That one, it doesn't work. Please. The next one, please. Okay, so we'll move on to the entrepreneur mindset. What really you are here for today. Note that AI is going to give you the core ideas. AI is to give you the ideas that you need. It does not have to do all the job for you. That's something I need to let you know. Some people think that AI is there to do everything, so you leave all your tasks to AI to accomplish for you. At the end of the day, your jobs or your work are going to be what? The same. Just that the results will differ a bit, right? If I ask ChatGPT, I can open two windows and ask ChatGPT the same questions. The answers are going to be slightly different, right? It doesn't mean that they are not AI. Once you copy and paste, someone like me, when I'm reading, right when I read the first line, I will know it's AI what? That is it. So you have to try your best. Let AI guide you. Let it be an assistant, not the main CEO. You are the CEO of what? The AI systems, and it should remain as such. Okay? So number one, what will be the mindset? Core mindset is you, the human being, you should be able to spot some gaps. In Ghana, what are some of the problems we are facing here in Ghana? You need to spot a gap. That is going to inform you what kind of AI tool you need. Do you get my point? If you don't have that gap, you cannot just choose any AI to do the work for you. Because as I told you, AI can do only one task, right? So the task that you will choose will be dependent on the gap you have what? Thank you. So the first one is you need to what? Spot gaps and design what? Unique solutions. How would you design the solutions? That's when AI can also come in and help. Oh, I have a problem from moving from point A to point B. How can I move from point A to B easily so that the people who will be using my product will find it what? Effective. AI can help you with that. Okay? Number two will be create value that matters and learn, adjust, and grow with change. The next one is AI is what? Your partner. Please note that AI doesn't compete with you. AI can never function if you don't what? Input a word. If you like, take your AI right now. Don't input anything. Don't input a word. Don't input anything. And let's see if it will work. It will not work, right? So AI works based on what you give it. And therefore, it's a partner. It's an assistant. It's helping you to achieve your goals. Take it that way. AI is just a tool, okay? And if it's just a tool, you can generate a whole lot of business ideas. When you are on, let's say, Gemini AI, don't go there and be generating images of beautiful girls. And no, you can go there and tell AI, generate a business idea for me. As a Ghanaian, with, let's say, hundreds of thousands of youth who are looking for jobs. What kind of business idea can you give me? But not a beautiful girl, okay, he's dancing this way, dancing that way. Actually, I've done it before. Right? Okay? So you do what? You generate those ideas from the AI. Now, the next one is you automate content. Do you know, let me give you a very simple business idea here. In Ghana, most of the companies don't know how to file their taxes, right? You can just generate an idea around it. All you have to do is to take an AI platform that integrates what? Receipts. So you build that AI, then you go to the company. Hey, I know that every year you have to what? File your taxes, right? You know what? Let me do that for you. Then you collect their receipts, integrate them into the AI. AI prints everything out, give the final what? Result and how much they have to pay at taxes, which is about 17%, right? All their revenue, it will calculate everything and deduct 17% out. They will know their revenue and so on. The companies will thank you. But do you know this is very easy to do? Have you ever thought about that? No. You see, this is a very simple thing that AI can just generate. You are building only one, but you can sell it to more than 100,000 companies, and you are getting the money. I can keep giving ideas upon ideas, but today, after here, I want you to generate some ideas for me, okay? Some problems we can solve. Then the last one is what? Develop AI tools for local communities. Please, 90% of the AIs that we are using, they were not trained in Ghana. The weather, the lighting system, the time of the day, it was what? Trained. All affect the Ghanaian context, the African context. I was in a security zone, and I gave a similar presentation, and I told them that the AI we are using has biases, and they thought I was lying. So do you know what we did? We brought a facial recognition, and Ghanaian guys, my own friends, were passing, and he couldn't identify them. And I was like, look at that. So here, you can take these as opportunities. Look for the biases that in Ghana we are facing. Then you try to solve it. Use Claude. Okay, Claude is for what? Programming. If you are not good at programming, Claude can help you. Then it will help you to what? Solve these kind of biases. You create your own AI. When ChatGPT came, everyone thought ChatGPT was going to be the only LLM, right? But now we have what? We have Rock, we have Gemini, we have DeepSeek, we have, you see, Perplexity for research. All these were what? Built around the same ChatGPT. So it means that you can generate or build your own algorithms, and it's free of charge. Don't think about paying any money. I urge you to do that from today. Don't say that, oh, I'm going to read about it and think about it and do it tomorrow. No, it's right now. Build your own algorithms. Some of us are there to guide you. If you need help, don't say that, oh, I don't know anybody who can help me, so I cannot do it. Send me a message. I don't what? I'm not picky that, oh, this person is beautiful. Let me answer his. Come on. Oh, no, I will not do that. No, I don't do that. Even if it would take me 2 days to answer all your what? Questions, I will do it. As long as you are youth and I know you have what? That enthusiasm to bring something for me to be proud about, your algorithm, I'll help you to what? Build it. Okay? So make sure that you take this opportunity. Building algorithms are not difficult now. Claude can guide you to even do it. DeepSeek can help you to do it. Okay? Learn a little Python. I'm not saying go and learn intensively. Learn a little. At least know your functions, right? Know them. Learn how to integrate what? Codes. Learn how to compile them. And now you get a product on the market. I'll clap for you. I'll be the first to buy it. I promise you. Okay? Oh, clap for me. Oh, no. Okay, I will not buy it again. I won't buy it again. Come on. Okay, so this is where you come in. I've talked a whole lot about AI. I've given tools. I've talked about some business ideas. I want you to also try. We are many here, so we can be in groups. I'd like you to talk to the next person, okay? The one who sits next to you. How can AI solve a Ghanaian youth what? Challenge. So one, identify what? A challenge. I've given 2 or 3 challenges, right? Don't use those ones. I want you to come up with your own challenge. Something that you think Ghanaian youth are facing that AI can help you solve. Okay? And then what would you do? Design an AI solution and present for 1 minute. Okay, the presentation may go down. We will just talk about it. Okay? So I would like you to talk to your friends here. 1, think about challenges, problems in Ghana or in Africa, and how you think AI can help. If you want me to go back to the tools, I can go back to the tools, then you choose the kind of tools you use. Okay? Are you ready? All right, let's go. 3 minutes. Okay, our time is almost up. So, wonderful. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, because of our time, okay, because of our time, let's identify about 3 problems, 3 challenges. Then we will solve it. Okay? So, can anyone come up with a challenge that you faced? Yes, please. No, oh, don't worry. Use the sign. I'm good at signing. Yes. Okay. Hey. Oh, what does it mean?
Good morning. Let me introduce myself. My name is
Try.
Cosmos. He's a deaf. Yeah, so he wants to talk about how to use the AI, especially at the hospital. He thinks or suggests that if a deaf is sick and goes to the hospital, it becomes very hard for him or her to explain his sickness. So if they can have a tele there, so that when he signs, then the app will translate the sign into English for the doctor, and when the doctor also makes any speech, then it translates it to sign language to go for him.
Wow, that's a brilliant challenge. I've never been challenged this way in my life. That's good. That's awesome. Now, everyone heard it, right? If a deaf person, okay, if you are deaf and you go to the hospital, how can you interact with what? The doctor. This is very simple. Because when he was speaking, I was trying to understand, but zero, nothing, right? So now let's find out, how can we solve this challenge? Yes, one. Yes.
In this situation, the other speaker talked about artificial intelligence. So all we need to do at the moment is trying to tell him what I'm saying right now. So China has lots of these AI companies. All we need to do is get a professional sign signal like this, maybe just drill a very machine video, translate it into a robotics that can also voice out the sign languages, and I think the problem is solved.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, please. I want a lady to also try. Yes.
All right, thank you so much. What I'm actually thinking is that, have you gone to KFC? You see that board, you kind of like put your card instead of you going there. I feel like if we have something like that, where like he can talk to that, and that kind of like translate, like immediately saying it, the translation is showing to the doctor personally, so you don't have to stress yourself so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That's also a very good solution. What else? Yes. What would you also say?
All right, so what I'm thinking about right now, it's simple. We have character recognition models. So we could have like a system that looks at you, a vision model. We need a light one, right? So most of the sign languages, we get them in sequences. When it comes, we can just have an LLM to just paraphrase or summarize everything to the doctor. The doctor sees it, also tries to sign. It's either reads it in your local language. We have other languages that can automatically speak recognition models. We can just use that, and then the problem is solved.
Very good. All right. Now, when we were talking about, 1 minute, okay. What he said, what they've all said are right. Okay, but the easiest way is that natural language processing is not only about the voice, it's also about what? Signals, the signing. What he's doing, I'm not sure, I'm sure it has simple meanings, right? And each of them can be done, and the meanings will be placed in the database. And once we put that kind of camera on him and he's showing the signs at real time, it will be translating, and the doctor can know what is wrong with him. Do you get me right? And the same way, the doctor can also speak, and the signs will be done using a virtual human being, and he can also understand. Do you see how it works? Very easily. Now, what does it mean? Do not work alone. I would like you to work with partners, teams. Come together. How did China get to where they are? Thank you very much. Do you know that in China, they have only group companies? If you go there and you have a very bright idea alone, government, I need $100 million for this. How many are you? Only me. Get out of here. But then you go there, I have a brilliant idea. How many are you? We are 25, or we are 3, we are 4. Come and take the money. That is how it's done. Come into groups. Build what? Algorithms. Let AI help you. And we are also ready to what? Help you out. If you need any help, the next ones, please. Oh, go back. Go back one. Yes, I've compiled a whole lot of channels here that can help you out. Most of them, all of them are what? WhatsApp channels. Some of them are for learning Python, ChatGPT, free courses, generative AI, artificial intelligence itself, data science, and so on. All of them are here. It can help you for you to what? Build upon these things. And right, if you need any help, you can contact us and we'll help you out. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful time here.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for him. I've enjoyed the class as well, and it's great to see that the conversation is going beyond just speeches, but us interacting with our panelists or even our facilitators and understanding the topic being discussed today. I just want to confirm if the other team have joined us. Hey, part 2. They are enjoying there. Please ask them to come back and join us. And when they do, we would have 2 people, one from each group, tell us what they've learned. So I've seen how energetic your facilitator have been, how interactive he has been. Don't disgrace him. So be thinking about who will represent your group when the other part of the group comes. So whilst we wait for them, let me just quickly announce that there's exhibition ongoing outside. You could step out and go to any of the decks. Jopperman is also around. Those who brought their CV, you can go to their decks and seek further clarification there. Whilst we still wait for the part 2 to join us, let's just quickly acknowledge our partners. And appreciation goes to Ghana Digital Centers Limited, Amalitech, Innovtech, Ghana Internet Safety Foundation, Jopperman, Impuntu Technologies, Implementers, done by us, Zindi, Tech Labari, Bell Beverages, Crop Care GH, Deaf Can Talk, Sign With Me Foundation, Esports Association Ghana, KJ Concept, Ghana EdTech Alliance, Kweko Tech, Ingreen Africa, Afrimore Advisors, Nexotin, Newfield Clinic GH, Act Media, Ghana Prime News, IoT Network Hub, and our official broadcast partner, ABC News GH team. There's part 2 people. Are they here? Is the other part here? They are still coming. Then I should have allowed these people to enjoy more. Okay, sure. So since we didn't give time for Q&A, if you have any question for your facilitator before the other people join us, you could just put out your hand and, wow, great. So we have one question there. We'll take that whilst the other team join. 2, okay. So we'll take that briefly. Yes, please.
All right. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed everything. Okay. I love every details of your explanation, and I really appreciate you. Okay. So one of my questions is you said we should use the AI. I'm a software developer, so I use like Claude most of the time. And you know, Claude has limits. I can't pay $100 just a month to. I'm a startup. I'm now trying to make the money. So, how do you expect me to use all this expensive AI in my projects, my business, and stuff like that? And yeah, you were like, you don't make ChatGPT your CEO, but sometimes we don't even have anybody to talk to. Just ChatGPT. And like sometimes we seek every time. People are not ready to listen to us, and sometimes even if you explain to them, they don't really get what you are trying to say. It's only ChatGPT that will understand better.
All right, thank you very much for the question. Yeah, that's great. How can you pay for all these expensive platforms, right? Now, I will teach you what I used to do when I was also a startup, when I started learning AI and using most of the platforms. I built about 8 different email addresses. Yes, of course. Okay? And I started using them one after the other. So let me take Claude as an example. Claude is a tool I use a lot. And I need Claude in my programming, right? But like she said, it's very expensive for you to buy the full version. But they'll give you about 30 days, right? Okay, so
the first thing I do is to plan my project very well before I start going to cloud. So I know that I'm going to build a platform that is going to translate what? Sign languages into what? Human language. I'm going to need a natural language processing, right? I will need Claude to help me to write the programs, right? I will need what again? A compiler, yes? So I get all of them ready. Then I use one of the email address to sign up one time. Then I use it to build the program and get it done. Got it? Then I continue with the project. If I'm not able to finish the project and the 30 days is up, I go to email number 2. Then email number 3. Now, some of them, they are very wise. They actually use your MAC address. Yes, that's a question some of you were about to ask. They will use your MAC address to, for that one, maybe to be a bit difficult because your MAC address cannot be changed, but your IP address can be changed. So I can use VPN to also change my IP address, then use another email address to sign up a new one, then I'll use it. Okay, this can also help. If not, then change to another AI platform. An example, DeepSeek is now one of the most powerful AI tools. But most people don't use it, right? Because of the R1, the deep section and so on. They can help a bit, all right? So this is maybe the only way you can use for now if you don't have money to actually go on. The next thing is also to meet some companies who can help startups, okay? Talk to them. Let them know what you are facing. Let them know the projects you are doing and how it's going to help the communities. They can help you with some fundings, okay? I'll share some of those companies to you so that you can meet them and they'll help you out. And the second question is ChatGPT. If you use ChatGPT too much, you will end up being the slave to the ChatGPT. Because every question you go and ask. It's true. We all use it. But try to be diverse. Don't use only ChatGPT. Use Claude. Use Perplexity. Use DeepSeek. Use Gemini. Copilot. Use them interchangeably. Got it? That way, it's going to help you for you to not to be a slave. Okay? I hope your question has been answered. Thank you very much.
Fully answered. A round of applause for him once again. So I see the panelists for the very first panel joining us. So a round of applause for them. They are experts sitting in front here. Right, thank you. We've had group 2 joining us. Now I'm curious to know why they kept us waiting. So we'll be having each 2 people, each from each group, to tell us what they've learned. So let me get from the first group, those who were in here, just one volunteer. I can call names, though. Should I call? No, so to tell us what they've learned, just briefly, because it was a breakout session, so let's know what the other people learned and just share a bit of what we've also learned here. So one person from Dr. Samuel's group. Dr. Samuel, people, they are not coming out. Let's get one rep from the group 2. Yes, please. Please come forward. And group 1, those who are here and enjoying too much. Let's get one person from there as well. Whilst they are coming, we would also be taking 2 polls. And so the technical team should be preparing for us. Yes, please. Come there. You are from group 1, right? 2. Dr. Samuel, right. Okay. We are yet to get somebody from Mr. Pierre's group. So kindly just share briefly what you learned from the other side, briefly, so the people here now. Yes, please come to the middle, sorry. So that the people who were here waiting for us would also know what we've learned. Yes.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be with you here. So with Dr. Samuel, he spoke to us about AI in leadership. And one key thing that he started with was that we all have divine natural intelligence. That was one key thing that really stood out to me because I realized that we often have a tendency to overlook certain things. But then once we all hone in on the fact that we all have that divine intelligence and we build on that and use AI as a tool to spearhead our ideas, I believe we can actually really crack the system. And he also encouraged us to use the AI tools in pretty simple things. I mean, he spoke about the receipt system. I mean, it's something we've come across before, but you'd probably think it's a really big and abstract thing. But then he broke it down and made it look really simple. So I would really encourage us to do that.
Last one.
Yeah, and he also encouraged us about the entrepreneurial mindset. And he said that AI works as a partner. So once you have that divine natural intelligence, you just use the AI to spearhead you and then move you forward. So thank you so much, Dr. Samuel.
Thank you very
It was
much. A
really
round of applause for her. Now we know why they kept us waiting. Let's get one from Mr. Pierre's group as well. Of all the things he uploaded here, I was in here too. Should we go? Okay, yes, please come. Mr. Pierre, everybody want to come and tell us what you've taught them. Okay, I mean, we'll go on. We'll take the, okay, right, there's a gentleman that is coming to rescue group 1 who intentionally wanted to disgrace Sir Gabriel. So just briefly, if the technical team is ready, we'll go straight to the polls after he's done.
Thank you very much. My name is
Please come
Mauko.
in the middle.
Yeah, so I wish all ladies were there because we talked about sextortion. We have predators all over the internet space, and most especially the females are the victims. While we share explicit images with our boyfriends, we were advised not to do that because it will surely be used against you. And then don't be shy. If you are a victim, you can speak to Ghana Safety Foundation. They will help you out. And if you know someone, a victim, you can also talk to them, and they are here, and they will help you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I just realized that was 2 from Dr. Samuel's group. Sir Gabriel's participants, thank you very much for what you are doing to me. We'll go straight to our poll. It's just 2 polls. So let's all take out our phones and go straight to QR code as we are going to take just 2 polls. Okay, so this is the QR code. Let's quickly take out our phone. We'll answer just 2 questions, and we'll see who our winners would be. Can we go on? Are we done scanning? We are doing this in just less than a minute. Are we done scanning? Okay, I see people with their phone up. So let's just wait. Whilst you are at it, when we are done, take a selfie and share on social media. Just tag us as well. Good. So we are going straight to the first one. And the question the technical team has given me is what? If one of these options were to come through for you, which one will you choose? And the responses are jackpot outside the country. The second one is get your dream job but in Ghana. Fully paid rent for 10 years in Ghana. Get your crush to love you. Unlimited car fuel for life. This icebreaker there. Let's see which is the most responded to. Get your dream job in Ghana. Oh, that's not it, right? That's not the most one. Oh, that's it. That's it. Get your dream job, but in Ghana. Oh, that is a nice one. Yes, it is. It's a change in the narrative, right? Because ideally, I was expecting everybody to say the Japa. So it's good we are changing, and like the experts have already said earlier, Africa's transformation, and for that matter, Ghana's transformation will not be imported. It needs to start from us. So it's good we've changed our mindset. Let's do the last one. 7 people said they will be fully paid. Oh. Those who are wishing their crushes love them too, they are there. I should have asked everybody to use their real name so that. Okay, let's do the last one, guys. Let's roll. Yeah? Yes, please. What's the biggest skill youth need? Oh, my brother, I didn't read it. What's the biggest skill youth need to stay future ready? Okay, let's get the responses. Creativity, AI literacy, emotional intelligence, and adaptability. Let's see which one everybody believes the youth need most. Nice one. Creativity. So 55.4% says creativity, 12.16% says AI literacy, 2.7% says emotional intelligence, and 29.73% says adaptability, which all are needed, but we have creativity carrying the day. Thank you very much. We go straight to our very first panel, and as I mentioned, there's a quiz upcoming for a prize, but it would come after the panel, so pay attention. It's a free program, but the only thing you need to pay for is attention. So please pay attention, as after this, we'll take a quiz and people will be winning prizes. We zoom straight to our first panel, and it would be on the topic, Emerging Tech and the Entrepreneurial Mindset. What future-ready youth need to succeed? Our moderator for this session is Miss Alice Yakubu. She is a dynamic advocate for digital entrepreneurship and youth innovation. Please join me in welcoming Alice, and she would introduce to us her panelists. A round of applause for Alice as she joins us. Keep clapping. Let's do it one more time for Alice. Right, thank you.
Hi, everyone. Hello, everyone. Are we excited to be here? I see a lot of young change makers. Are we really excited to be here today? Right. So, I would like to give a brief, quick one again. I am Alice Yakubu, the founder of Alice Talk World. So basically what we do is we create a community where young leaders come together to network for impact. Then again, I'm also a gender advocate in STEM, how we can include young girls in girls in ICT and anything about tech. So basically, I would like to take you once again on the theme that we are going to handle today. It is merging tech and entrepreneur mindset, what the future ready youth needs to succeed. So with that, I would like to get a support from all of you to support me to welcome our panelists. Today's conversation is all going to be about understanding the future and, more importantly, how young people like us can own it. So I believe in people telling their stories, so I would not be the best person. I believe I wouldn't be the best person to give a proper introduction of our panelists. So with a round of an applause, I would like you to help me welcome the head of business operation Techade. He is Mr. Thomas Egan Eguban. Let's give an applause and welcome him on the stage. Right. Welcome, Mr. Thomas. And our next panelist is Mr. Farid Gombila. He is a disability inclusion specialist. With a round of applause, let's welcome Mr. Gombila on the stage. We can do better. Are we not happy? We can do better for him. Right. Our next panelist, once again, is a female. You know, a lot of us, we've heard that this space is basically male-dominated. And today, I see a lot of women in the room. The women, can we give it up to ourselves? We can do better, oh. Right. So we have the only female on this panel. She is the president of Internet Society Ghana chapter and a lecturer at UPSA, the big institution. UPSA people, are you here? Hey, UPSA people. Right. So let's welcome Miss Maud. Let's welcome Miss Maud Ajele Ashong Elliott. Sorry if I'm not getting the name well. Actually, right. We can do better, the women. Right. So our last panelist is Mr. King Adawe Wellington. He is the founder of Done By Us. If you are here, kindly join us on this stage. Right. Let's do better. Let's welcome him. Join us on the stage. We can do better.
Just a quick announcement. So we want to remind all of us that there are drinks and water at the back, can see Bell beverages, so you could go grab one and come back and sit down whilst you enjoy the panel. And also to acknowledge Madam Eugenia Sefa Asumani, board member for Nova Impact. If she's here, she could just give us a wave. And then also Dr. Elvis of Clean Air Fund. If he's here, he could just give us a wave. You're welcome, sir. And also the last one, Edward Asari, also on the board, Nova Impact board as well. So a round of applause for them. And a quick reminder to all the startups that are pitching that kindly see here, just right away, see here at the back for some quick arrangements. Thank you very much. Alice, back to you.
Right, thank you very, very much. So, welcome once again, our dear panelists. We believe that this session is going to be full. It's already full because we have amazing speakers. And with that, I would like to say that we are in an era where technology is evolving faster than ever. And we have our tech experts on this panel. So I would give them an honor to do a quick 1 minute each introduction. They are best to tell their stories. So they will tell us who they are, what they represent, and what we are expecting to hear from them. Just a quick one. Thank you once again. That ladies first, though. Should we do that? Hey, women empowerment. Right, Miss Maudlin, let's hear from you.
Hello. Okay, good afternoon. Maud Ajele Ashon Elliott is my name. A woman who is very passionate about women who should be interested in the field of technology, science, mathematics, arts. The reason why I'm interested in that, because I believe in education. I believe that when the woman is given, intentionally, her hand is held to be given the opportunity to study in whatever field, she would excel. Another thing I've been passionate about is about the use of internet. As the president of Internet Society Ghana chapter, first female president anyway, and
We can do better for that.
No,
First few
it's a tough journey. It's a journey. I'm very passionate about the young people and even all of us, how we use the internet. It has come to stay. We are using them for education. We are using them for communication. We are using them for all these beautiful things. But we must be educated about the risks, the ethics, everything about it, the dark side of the internet. That is a portion we are not doing. So in my term in office, that is all that we are out there doing. Going out, doing a lot of advocacy, okay, about that dark side of the internet. I push for anything that is great. I'm into ministry. I'm into everything that is positive. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We can do better for Ms. Maudlin. Ms. Maud, sorry. A gentleman.
All right, so my name is Thomas Iganekuban, and I work with TechAid. TechAid is a technology company. We provide technology tools for solutions. My journey as a professional in the tech space started from the classroom, where I was a teacher in one basic school. Right from there, I identified the need of technology being fused in the classroom to promote better teaching and learning. So from there, I did a degree in computer science and followed up again with a master's in education. Now we have a product we call the Asanka. Do you all know Asanka? How many of us have been eating from Asanka? Let's see you by hand. So you guys don't like fufu. So we have a product we call Asanka. Asanka, in our local parlance, is the earthenware bowl we all know. And in our communities, those of us who are not Gen Zs, we used to eat together from these bowls. Now, electronically, we have devised and crafted a design that makes access to educational materials very easy offline. So Madam stands with internet, I stand with offline. So you're able to access all these educational content without the need of using data. So that's my journey as a professional in the space. Thank you.
Thank you. That's amazing. We can do better for him. Right. Mr. Gombila, can we hear from you?
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. So it's a pleasure to be here. My name is Farid Gombela. I am a disability inclusion facilitator. I am also into assistive technology and inclusive tech. So basically what that means is that I operate in spaces where we get persons with disability to benefit from the tech ecosystem. Part of the work I do is with the MasterCard Foundation, working with organizations such as Mest Africa to ensure that I don't know if you know about the EdTech Fellowship by Mest Africa. So some of their products they produce, one of the things I do is to ensure that their products are disability friendly or inclusive for the universal consumer. Because as we digitize and innovate, create all these beautiful technologies, the risk is that we tend to widen the inequality gap if these technologies do not serve the disability community. So that's one of the things I do. I also collaborate with a group of friends on a project we call the Accessible Museum Project, where we are partnering with the Ghana Museums Board to make museums more accessible, introduce QR codes and things that give persons with visual impairment a vivid description of the products on display at the museum. And before I end, I'll just say one thing. Interestingly, I joined the Internet Society Ghana chapter this year, so I'm happy to meet my president here today. So thank you very much, and I'm hoping that we'll have an exciting conversation. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's hear from Mr. King.
All right, good afternoon. My name is King Adaw Wellington. I'm the founder of Done By Us. Done By Us is a management consultancy an investment company. So we have a venture studio where we invest in startups. Collectively, to date, I think the total raise we've had is somewhere around $30 million. The consultancy side, we work with all sizes of companies, so from startups throughout to large organizations and also governmental organizations as well. Aside from that, we have a social enterprise called Africa Street MBA, where we go out to coach, mentor, train, and even provide grants to young people so that they can realize their dreams. So far, we have implemented Africa Street MBA in about 7 regions with a total impact of direct beneficiaries of about 7,000 young people. And yes, that's me. Thank you.
That's amazing. We can do better for them. Right. So we are going deep into our conversation for today. And I would like to start with Mr. Farid Kombila. Mr. Farid, I mean, the world is moving fast forward with tech. To all our panelists, you all agree with me? Yes. So, Mr. Farid, I mean, we have a lot of young people, especially with disabilities too. They are very innovative and all that. But then as technology evolves, how can we ensure that innovation is accessible to everyone, especially people with disabilities?
So I like something one of the earlier keynote speakers spoke about. Before you innovate, it doesn't start with, it doesn't start with the technology, it starts with the mindset. Now, you have to have a mindset of solving a particular problem. Now, the constituents who would benefit from that problem, or part of that constituents, lie persons with disability. Now, this is the thing. Persons with disability are not necessarily, I will not even say necessarily, are not a charity case where you would say, oh, after I have created my software or my technology, then I now find a way of including them. Indeed, it's interesting to know that some of the technologies we use today were technologies that were created for persons with disability. Today, we just take our phones and say, hey, Siri, hey, Alexa. The foundation of some of these devices are text-to-speech software. And text-to-speech software was originally designed for visually impaired people to be able to use mobile devices and computer devices. So when I take my phone and I touch whatever is on my phone, or I press a button on my phone, I get some audio feedback. Or when I type something on my phone, it speaks it back to me. Softwares existed to help persons with visual impairment. And now it has been scaled to the level where we have it incorporated within our Alexas and all these other softwares. So the point is, as we are innovating, as we are creating, it's important to consider persons with disability because it makes your product better. If you create a website or a software, an application, and I'm using my screen reader software as someone who cannot see, and I log on to your site, and all I hear is unlabeled button, unlabeled button, it simply tells me that you have not done the diligence of putting in place the necessary tools to ensure that your software or your program is fully accessible. And, research has proven that some of the most, visited applications and websites are applications that are fully accessible. So the point is, when you innovate for persons with disability, it's not a charity case. It's innovation for everybody else. It's innovation that breaches the digital divide and ensures that we truly leave no one behind. Thank you.
Right. So, Mr. Gombila, let me just add one. I would like you to add, if you can give a practical example on how inclusive design can drive, social and economic empowerment.
So, when you talk about inclusive design, basically what you mean is that you are taking all the elements of design and ensuring that everybody in creating that application or that technology everybody who would potentially benefit from your application is able to benefit from it. Now, what do I mean? Like I said, when you create a website, as someone, so we have what we call the universal design principles, right? As someone who is visually impaired, how is your website created? How is your color contrast like? When you have a website where you have a white background with yellow writing, or white background with, a certain writing, gray writing that doesn't create a proper contrast, people would not visit that website. Now, yes, it's to benefit persons with disability, but even people who don't have sight problems will find that, too gory. So the point is, when you create for persons with disability, or indeed all different minority groups, you put alt text within your pictures, you describe image, to describe the images that you put on your site. Even for people with low bandwidths can also access those platforms at low cost. So when you innovate for, persons with disability or people who are less privileged, the point is you are making the application or the technology easily accessible for everybody. And it means that you get more patronage, your product would be widely publicized. And indeed, one thing I would add is that a lot of our organizations today, like I said, I work on a project with the MasterCard Foundation on the EdTech, fellowship. The point is, if you want to benefit from that funding from the MasterCard Foundation on the EdTech fellowship, and you don't have an inclusive element in your software, the software will not fly, the tech will not fly. So the point is, where the world has reached today, a technology or an innovation without inclusion would not, last long. It would not get the needed funding and the needed support you need from investors to grow. So it's in your own best interest as an innovator to put in place the right tools and the right accessible tools to ensure that everybody benefits, so that your products can be, promoted by everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kombila. With your practical design, I realize, and I'm pretty sure that our audience are also listening, that we have a lot of young people here that are very innovative. You have a lot of things you want to do. In all you're doing, you must include everyone. So let me move straight to, all right, yeah, you can give it, then I'll move to Ms.
I wanted to add that developers should include PWDs when developing. If you sit in your corner and think you have a solution to a problem without involving people who will use your solution, you are building in vain. So as Honorable said, being part of some grant opportunities demand that you know and include set things in your development. Recently we had a test run with a society, and his team was there. Some other members had to go back and redesign because it wasn't fitting the purpose for which everybody would be included in that particular design. So it's important, young guys, to involve people with disabilities in the design process so that you don't miss out when the whole product is ready to be used. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Inclusive really matters. And I'm back to that inclusion again. So I'm moving to Ms. Maud. Ms. Maud, we hear a lot about digital inclusion. In your view, I would like to know what role do women play in shaping a more inclusive digital future? And how can we be inspired more of them? How can we inspire more of them to lead in the tech space?
We need to be intentional about bringing them on board.
Right.
Yes, that's the whole point. I remember those days at KNUST, assuming they are taking aggregate 8 for computer science, you have to make sure it's aggregate 12 for the female. So it means you need to be intentional about it. We need to be intentional also, especially when we are dealing with leadership. Now we make sure that board composition, there are women. Are you getting it? So that is intentionality. That's the way to bring them on board?
So as a female, I mean, becoming a female president of a tech chapter, like, I know that within tech, we are supposed to include women. But then a lot of women in here, I don't know how you feel, but me particularly, I read BSc IT, and whenever I enter my class, I see a lot of men. I don't see the females. So sometimes when they are talking of coding, they are talking of tech information, tech stuff, I find myself like intimidated. I feel like the men are taking the space and all that. So, per your journey, how did you, counter these challenges to even becoming a female lecturer in the STEM field and also a female president?
Thank you. The men helped. I will say that.
Men
it's true.
Let's do better for the men. Ladies.
Thank you. No, but that's the truth. Most of the time, I mean, my master's, when I was doing my master's, I was the only female. Wow. Okay. Interestingly, I think in our culture, the male would want to pamper the female, would want to take care of her. So why won't the woman rather use it as an opportunity to push further? I saw it as an opportunity to study better, to be the best, and personally, I mothered my classes. I mothered them, meaning that I make sure everybody submitted the assignment on time, make sure that, why are you not doing this? So it depends on how you look at it. That's what I'm saying. This is how I looked at it. I saw it as an opportunity, a time to also be the best in the space, be the first wheel in this, make sure that the journey, the journey is such that you also go through it and acquire a skill. I have realized that most of the time when women are even given the opportunity, they think that is all, but you must prove your worth. Unfortunately, when the woman is given a position, most of the time, the expectations are much more than the men. One, men expect us to do better than them. So you realize that alone is pressure. Yeah. Two, in the tech space where we all know is male-dominated, every time everybody wants to be sure whether you are good or not. So that alone is a lot of pressure for you. Even at the university, I know when I started lecturing about, I think 15, 16 years ago. And I decided that I was going to teach the foundational courses, introduction to programming in C, C++, JavaScript, and yet my department, those are the courses for the men. You are a woman, don't go the hard way. Why? You understand? So society has power, but as women, you can overcome that, and you must prove your worth. Prove your worth, let people know you can do it. In my profession, I'm a systems analyst. So that tells you I get to interact with the client. We build a system from scratch to implementation. So we go through all the system development life cycle. We do it all. And interestingly, you get to learn to manage teams. You know how programmers are. They work when they feel like. Some will work at night, some in the morning. They dress up shabbily, unfortunately. And then you find ways of managing different character. And it builds you. And I saw that, no, I think when the woman is the systems analyst or the project lead, we complete on time and we do it well. Thank you.
Let's do better for her. When we are given the opportunity, we shouldn't feel reluctant, but we should make good use of it, especially to our dear women. When we are within the space of male-dominated, we should make good use of the male as well. They are always there to support us. So I would thank you, Ms. Maud. I would move forward to Mr. King Wellington. Mr. King, you are the founder of Done By Us. So as a founder, what are the biggest challenges you have faced turning your ideas into a business and how did you overcome them?
Okay, all right, thank you. So in my line of work, I interact with a lot of business founders. So one of the key things is, you see a lot of people coming up with solutions for problems that don't exist, right? So I tell people that come out of what I call the founder's syndrome, where because you are the founder, your solution you feel is the best. But when you wear an investor hat and you look at the business from an investment point of view, you get to identify the gaps and the challenges that you must overcome. Now, secondly, not every idea is commercial or is commercial, right? I have an analogy I use all the time when I'm talking about this. For instance, you can discover crude oil here or on your family land. It doesn't mean you are wealthy, right? Because the cost of getting that crude oil or that natural resource gold out could be more than the value that you discover. So it's better to leave it in the ground, right? So you may chance upon an idea, you may feel it is right, but if you don't do the necessary things, like, so if you don't do your market research well, if you don't pilot, if you don't get feedback, because innovation is iterative. You get feedback and you improve. If you don't do all that and you rush to market, you may realize that your product or your service will fail. So that is one of the biggest things. Now, another thing I have found that is that every solution, product, service that you may have, that you think you've identified a problem that you are going to solve, that problem has a current solution. Okay? So we see how the ride-hailing companies disrupted the traditional taxi industry, right? Now, there was a solution where you have to get up, go to the roadside, go and pick your church or go and pick your taxi. There was no standardization and all those things, right? So you come up with a product or a service that is better than the current solution, okay? And I've seen a lot of Ghanaian founders miss that, right? Now, another thing you have to also identify is that no business exists in a silo. So there are regulatory regimes that governs the kind of business that you are doing. And most often, when there's no regulatory framework, they will say you are operating illegally. I'll give you a practical example. So a young guy reached out from Accra, himself and his partner, I think, from Kenya. They've built a crowdfunding platform, right? And the crowdfunding platform that they've built is a crypto-based crowdfunding platform. So you can donate, you can invest, you can do everything that traditional crowdfunding would do, but then instead of using fiat currency, like currency money, you are using crypto. The first question I asked him was that, crypto is not regulated in Ghana. You will not get any permit license, either from the Securities and Exchange Commission, the Bank of Ghana, to operate. But here you are, you have a product, and you are looking for, say, investors. How would you operate? You can't operate. Who will invest? So looking at that regulatory framework is very key. Now, another practical example, somebody built a whole factory, but that factory cost about $2 million. Before they came to us, the product samples, everything is ready. Then I asked him, have you considered the licenses that you need? Of course, putting up the factory, there are licenses that you need, EPA, fire, and all those district assembly permits. Those things have been done. But the product itself had to go through the Ghana Standard Authority. It's a cement-based product, but it's not cement, right? So I told him this will be regulated. It will not come to market without a permit. And lo and behold, Ghana Standard Authority confirmed that he needs a permit. So now the factory is up, but it must be put on hold so that you follow the regulatory permit before the product can hit the market. So these are, things that are easily avoidable, but I see a lot of founders, fall prey to. Yeah. Thank you.
Right, Mr. King, let me just follow up with a quick one before I move to our Tech Aid founder. So, Mr. King, you mentioned about a young guy reaching out to you, and you gave your best you could do to this young guy. I would like to bring you back to mentorship and collaboration. How important is collaboration, mentorship, and networking for young tech entrepreneurs? Since you are a founder, what do you have to tell us with the young ones? How can we collaborate? How is mentorship necessary to us?
So it will help you avoid a lot of mistakes. And one thing I found out is a lot of people want to help. I mean, if you reach out to somebody, they will gladly help you. But you don't expect a mentor to do the work for you. Okay, that's a mistake most of my mentees at the early stage they make. Thinking that as a mentor, you have to do everything for it. But you have to show that seriousness. You have to ask the right questions so that the mentor can point you to the right direction. Now, it helps you to avoid a lot of mistakes. So, for instance, this cement-based product, assuming they reached out early, would have gone through all the regulatory compliance requirements before the product, will come out. Likewise, the crypto-based crowdfunding gentleman as well, right? Apart from that, access to capital is one of the big challenges. There is no money. And the cost of capital in Ghana is very high. I mean, when you go to the banks to borrow, you cannot borrow as a young person because you wouldn't have what it takes. And the interest rate and all that will not be feasible. Now, you leverage on your mentor's network, okay, to get angel investors to be pointed to the right direction in terms of who can support you, who can fund you. And most of these things are also based on recommendations and referrals. And sometimes when you get the right mentor, just being in the presence of the mentor with his network can open doors for you, right? So it's important to actively seek a mentor, but a strategic one as such, and then put in work. It will help you avoid mistakes. It will help you create good connections, and surprisingly, a lot of people are willing to help. So just ask. If you don't ask, you will not get. Yeah, thank you.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. King. So the young innovators in the room, get yourself a mentor and go in for it. Go and ask. If you do not ask, I doubt you would get support according to what Mr. King just told us. So let me move straight to our Tech Aid founder, Mr. Thomas Egan. Am I right? Right. So, Mr. Thomas, many young people are in this room. I am one of them. And we have innovative ideas out there, but we struggle to execute it. Then, what are the structures or habits that can help us move from idea to impact? We want to impact. We are very innovative. Am I wrong? My colleagues, am I wrong? We are innovators. When we say innovate, a lot of you should come with your ideas. I'm pretty sure thousands of you will come here. So we want to see how best, the structure that we can put in place, to see how best we can execute and also go out there to impact.
All right, so during the presentation by Dr. Etuahine, I saw that many of you here already know what you're about in life. You know the solutions you want to bring on board. You know how you want to affect some good impact in the society. Now, my question to you, and this should be your first question before you start any journey. What does failure look like? I have great ideas. I want to impact society. Ask yourself, what does failure look like? If you're able to identify the things that will cause you to fail, you have a great structure to overcome those things as you build. There's statistics to show that many startups die after 3 years of operations. The reason why they die because they are faced with their failures without really knowing how they were going to overcome them. So as youth, as young innovators, as people who are ready to change society, as people who are eager to bring some solutions, as people who want to make money. The money makers, are you here? Oh, let me hear that. Are you here? Yes. Ask yourself, what does failure look like? List the things you identify as failure and have solutions to it that will help you jump off when you get to that particular bridge. Are we together? Hello? Are we together? Now, if you're able to identify this, you have a very clean roadmap to succeed. From that angle, you can now anticipate what will bring your business down. And by so doing, you'll be able to now leverage on the knowledge you have, the foreknowledge you have, to become successful in what you do. Number 2, build with people. Dangote is the richest man in Africa. Years back, he had many billions of dollars. But in few years, now we have people like Zuckerberg who have overtaken Dangote because they build with people. In Africa, the mindset of owning businesses is killing us. You are the CEO. You are the owner. You are the founder. And so what? If you have a partner who can leverage with you to build, you expand your investment. You expand your market rate. You expand your business. So that idea of ownership should cease. Let's look at collaboration. Let's look at putting ideas together. Let's look at putting connections together. So one investment and then your dividend you get out of it is able to sustain that business. Are we together? So whatever you have started now, as Honorable said, somebody has already done it. See how your solution can better that particular solution that already exists. And find a way of collaborating with that person so that you can now have a greater impact. Building alone is likely to kill your business from scratch. Get people you can associate with and build with them for success. Thank you so much.
Get people you can associate with and build with them. Mr. Thomas, let's give it up to Mr. Thomas. We can do better. Let's stay active. We can do better. Mr. Thomas, you just gave us an advice here. And I would like to know, on behalf of my colleagues and myself once again, that some already have startups. Some are already doing well. You mentioned that a lot of innovators are in the room. And 190% of them are doing something. So I would like to know how how can startup effectively integrate technology into their business model for sustainability? Okay, great.
Technology now is a must for every business. And I like the presentation Dr. Tuahine did. You can see that for anything you want human capital to do, there's an AI solution to help you do that. Right or wrong?
Right.
Now, you need to identify the kind of technology that can support your business. So if you're a producer, for instance, when you produce, what technology do you have available to help you produce faster? Now, after production, you need to market your product. How do you market it? Which technology can you use to market it? Now, after that, you need to move the product from the production location to the consumer. What technology are you going to use to take it to the consumer? If you don't plan all these things and you focus on building your product, you finish with the build-up, you have the product in hand, but after you have the product, that is when you start thinking about how this product is going to get to the consumer. So let's have a holistic structure from building to the end user in mind when we are building. And what technologies can we leverage on to make sure that our process of delivering our product or service to the people we are creating it for is done seamlessly? Are we together? Yeah. If you don't see these blocks and put them together well, you end up doing a lot of try and error. So you start something, oh, this is not working, let me get a sales associate. This is not working, let me get some logistic company to help me. This is not working. But if you build a product or build the blocks before you even start the production, you'll be able to navigate through, and your consumers will be happy about the product you are bringing them or the solution you are bringing them. And now your bank account will be crying with money.
The Momo. We can do better. Right. Thank you very, very much. So a quick one to Miss Maud. Miss Maud. Right. So we would like to know, the internet is the foundation of modern innovation. What policies or digital inclusion efforts are most critical for youth to leverage on? Should I take it again? Yeah. Right. The internet is the foundation of modern innovation. What policies or digital inclusion efforts are most critical for youth to truly leverage technology?
I wouldn't want to seclude the youth as a stakeholder. They are a major stakeholder. Okay. But what we are supposed to do is direct the youth on how to use the internet. It has come to stay. Yes. We use it every day. We use it for all the things around us. In fact, it's part of our daily lives. Now we are getting addicted. You see? Yes. So what we need to know is awareness about the use of internet. We need to have that kind of awareness, that we should have some form of ways of managing our time, managing ourselves in the way we use technology. One thing we should also notice that we invest money in buying data. We invest money in getting our devices. We invest money. We don't expect the youth to be investing so much money in getting iPhone 17 before they can. Those are the kind of, education we need to give to the youth. Have basic devices that can connect to the internet for you to use them for the right things. You should have some form of control measures as well. If you realize you are on the phone, we have 24 hours in a day, and you are using 15 hours online, not because of business, not because of anything, you should go back and check yourselves again. So these are some of the awareness we can give to the youth in this limelight, so that they become productive in the use of the use of internet.
Right, Mr. Again, you have something to add up?
Yes, I think a lady asked a question about paying for apps online. Is she here? Great. We need to understand that whatever we intend to do or start to do, we ourselves must invest into it. Now, a lady approached me some few days back and brought her business idea to me for some advice. Apparently, she needed money, and they say that if you want money from somebody, you ask for advice, true or false. And when she came, she had an iPhone 16. Do you call it wake up or wake?
I think the Bond Street, right?
Bone Street.
ladies?
And I asked her, how much is this thing on your head? Like, how much is it?
Yeah.
And it's almost 1,400 cedis
Wow.
on her head. And she's looking for as little as $30 per month to have an AI service to leverage her business. Now, if I see you with an iPhone 16 with a bone straight hair, and you come to ask me for $30, I'll tell you point blank, you are not serious about your business. As youth, we need to invest into what we want to build. When somebody sees that you have that seriousness about the business, you want it to grow, you want it to escalate, you want it to expand, even though it's a startup, that is when you have investors coming to support you. So it's not enough to have the idea, to have the business, but invest into that business yourself. Are we together? I said what? Invest into that business yourself. I know a young lady who keeps a scarf for so many months. The reason being that she didn't have money to even go and do her hair. But now, by determination and hard work, she can afford any hairstyle she wants to do. Let us not look at investment as the right solution to scale up. Start what you want to start. Invest yourself into what you want to invest in, and others will now have the leverage to support you. Thank you.
And the Momo would also drop,
yes,
right,
yes,
into our bank account.
into your accounts.
Right. Thank you very, very much, our Tech Aid founder. So just around now, we have most of our audience that want to engage you. So it wouldn't just be more of us engaging to them and all that. They really want to interact briefly with you all. So I would just like to have a quick one from let me go to Mr. Gombila. Mr. Gombila, in 1 minute, in one word, what does future ready means to you?
Hello, okay. Sorry, the question again. What does
future ready means to you?
Okay, future ready. What it means to me is a world where inclusive design is implemented from the get-go. That is what future readiness looks to me. When you implement a solution that is inclusive and accessible to every user from the get-go, not an afterthought, not a redesign, but from the get-go, from your foundational processes, the design or the technology is inclusive, that to me means that you are then future ready, or you are ready to launch a business for the future.
So with that, what do you have to tell us? What last advice do you have to tell we, the innovators in the room?
Well, what I would advise is that whatever product, all my co-panelists have made that point, and I'll reiterate it. Whatever solution you want to provide, make sure that it's targeted at a particular need in society. And by targeting that need, you'll be able to get a product you can easily scale. I have given the example of the text-to-speech. There are other examples of RAMs and, electronic doors and closed captioning. Closed captioning is a software to help deaf people, be able to access information through videos and other media forms. And now this is what we use for some of our movies, some of the things that we do in order for us to understand what is being said. So these are technologies that were targeted at a particular need, but because the need was essential, scaling became easy. So make sure that whatever product you have, target it at a particular need, at a particular group of people whose need is obvious, and then once you solve that need, you can easily scale and get the funding you require.
Right. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Gombila. Let's give it up to him once again. And let me move to Mr. King. As a founder, an entrepreneur, I would like you to give us what's the one mistake young entrepreneurs should avoid? What mistake can we prevent so that we don't go and fall in a pit?
Well, it's quite a lot, but I think one of the mistakes would be that thinking that you need money to start. I mean, from where I sit, you get founders who have built something. In fact, last month somebody said they needed $150,000 for, a software they haven't tested, they haven't piloted, they haven't proven the concept yet. Okay, so my next question was, what's your runway? How long do you think the money will last? It's like, 6 months. I said, okay. So you want $150,000 and it will end or it will finish in the next 6 months. Okay, that's a big mistake. Start from where you are, right? You can build low fidelity MVPs and then build upon it as you are growing. Another mistake is people tend to start from the upstream of their value chain. You understand? So take a typical farming or agricultural value chain. So you start by farming itself. But usually upstream has a lot of issues, right? You can start from the downstream end, the user's end, the distribution end. Build the user base, build the contacts, build your distribution channels, and then you can integrate backwardly. I mean, we'll take a typical example, say Dangote Cement. I mean, I read he didn't start manufacturing from the get-go, right? They were importing and then rebacking. Okay, so they started with trading. Before they integrated backwardly, okay, now that is one of the things you can do and will help you to build the business. I'll give you a typical example of somebody who is close to me, now runs a successful logistics firm. Now, he didn't start by building a shipping line or something, right? So he started by trading, buying products and trading it into the market, building the consumer base. Then after a while, pivoted based on customers' feedback. And now they run a successful logistics company in about 5 different countries or so, right? So one first mistake, don't think you need money for everything. Start in a certain way, build a consumer base. The other one, to look at your value chain and then see where you can start, and you can integrate backward or forward as your company grows. And finally, a lot of Ghanaian startups approach investors wrongly or when they are not ready. So you see people, they are not ready in terms of they haven't done their financials, they don't have any solid user base, they don't have a solid team. And investors invest in people, right? They don't have any credibility that you can check and all that, and they want to raise money, right? So don't raise money right, and raise money at the right time. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. King. So please, let's not wait to have the money before we can, put out our ideas out there. Let's start with the little we have, and then we would succeed within this space. So to Ms. Maud, I would like to know just one skill you believe that every young person in this room should master in the next 5 years. Just one skill.
5 years?
Yeah, in the next 5 years. From now to the coming years, what skill do you think we should master? We know tech evolves, it changes, move fast forward and all that, but what can you advise us to master?
When we were doing the polls, we talked about creativity.
Yeah.
That is it.
Creativity.
When we talk about, if it's hands-on, we should all be able to know how to type. That is one basic skill. Still a lot of tertiary students do not have. I know I'm hitting somewhere, but you should have that. That's basic. But you should be creative. But there's something I want to add. Listen, I think we will do well in our tech space if we are able to break the barrier when we are dealing with discipline. I want us to interact with the other disciplines so that it will be easier to automate their issues. I don't know whether I'm putting this across. Economics, agriculture, environmental. Now we are talking about climate change. Okay? Even law. Please. Now, take time. Go and bridge that gap with all these other disciplines. And let's see whether when we automate, we will not have a lot of products coming up which will be highly useful and which will be more contextualized or localized. Thank you.
Thank you, the only female among the men. Thank you very much, Ms. Maud. So to our Tech Aid boss, the final word you have for we, the young people in the room.
So I'll start from the basics of our academic research. Most of us, before you graduate from the university, you write a project, right? And most of these projects are some grandfather projects you go and recook, right? Or am I speaking to some people here?
Yes.
Can I have some testimonies here?
Oh, I see hands around.
Now, I believe from that angle, you need to identify one particular business or solution you want to bring out. And then right from your project stage, that should lead you into starting a small business. It is not enough to just go and copy something and dump it just because you need some credits to pass. But look into the future. We want to be future ready. Look into the future. What can I identify as a problem and how can I get skills to solve it? When that becomes your project, it means you have the leverage to now scale as a startup and also scale as a great business. Number two, for every venture you want to embark on, look at what failure looks like in that venture. Find solutions to those things you identify as factors that can make you fail. And three, be determined to make it work. Once you have the determination, you'll be able to say that that grounded you to where you are in terms of being successful in life. I wish all of you the very best of life. I want to see you at the top.
Better.
We want to see you at the
We
top.
can do better, and I come there. Right, thank you very, very much to our dear panelists. This was really very insightful. You have fooled us, and I am pretty aware that we are not leaving the room as empty people. We are going to be the great innovators, and we are going to be the great entrepreneurs. We appreciate you all for your time and effort, for making it possible for Ghana Youth Tech. Oh, right. Right. Thank you very much once again. And I think from here, let's give it up to them. We can do better for them for their amazing deliveries. Yes?
You will take a group picture. Okay. If the camera team is ready, they will take a group picture. But a round of applause for Alice and her team. Right, so we'll be taking 15 minutes break. However, we would want to give a few minutes to some young innovators or young founders to share briefly with us what they are doing in line with the team and the great innovations they've come up with to solve what problems exactly. So whilst they are taking the picture, Sika should get ready, Ike should get ready, Jonathan should get ready. And ladies and gentlemen, it would be very brief because we are in between the break. And so, yes, kindly join me on stage. Sika is co-founder and CEO of Intely, Ike of Deaf Can Talk, Jonathan of InnovTech. Gentlemen and lady, kindly join me. Quick, quick, quick. Let's clap for the first panel again. Yes. And I must mention that after the break, we will take the second panel and we would be wrapping up on today's engagements. Let me make sure everybody has a mic. Do you have a mic, sir? Maybe use this one. Can we test our mics? Nice one.
Hello.
Nice one.
Hello.
So, Sika, being the first lady, just want to start with you. And everybody would have 2 take each. So this will be the first take and then the second take. So, sell your business, but let's be a little brief and straight to the point. Yours is Intely. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Right. So tell us about it and what innovation it has come up with and what gaps it is solving in the society.
Okay, great. So I'm Sika. I'm one of the co-founders of Intely. I'm not the CEO. I'm the CEO. So basically what Intely does is we help businesses handle their customer communication. In Ghana and in Africa, there's a big gap when it comes to how businesses communicate with their clients, right? You reach out to a business in Ghana and it can literally take days, weeks, months before they reply to you, if they'll ever reply to you. And it's normally these simple inquiries, simple customer touch points that stand between the business and the customer and actually making a sale, right? So we help businesses in 2 ways. They are able to handle all their customer inquiries, handle all of their customer engagement across all their different communication channels. And then it also helps them with increasing sales. So it helps them get more money whilst also improving their customer experience.
Right, thank you very much. That was brief and straight to the point. Ike, I've been wondering what inspired the name Deaf Can Talk. Tell me what Deaf Can Talk is all about and what innovation they are also coming up with.
Thank you very much. So primarily, my name is Ike J. Mensah. I'm the CEO and founder of Deaf Can Talk. So the name Deaf Can Talk actually is a hook. It's a way of advocating for deaf and hard of hearing. Just as you asked, you want to know more after hearing the name Deaf Can Talk. So simply, it's a hook, and it's a way of advocating for deaf and hard of hearing. So for us at Deaf Can Talk, what we do is that we provide accessibility for deaf and hard of hearing in classroom, as far as education is concerned, within the health space, and then as part of way of socializing with people. So in the classroom, you realize that typical inclusive classroom, the deaf person finds it difficult to communicate with their hearing peers due to communication barrier. So we've created a seamless platform using AI algorithm that allows, I should say that, speech-to-text and text-to-speech model, just as we spoke earlier in our conversation, which transcribes for the deaf person to hear. And when they also text, it comes out as spoken words for you to also, hear. But then it is important to know that in a typical classroom, the deaf learner uses the eyes to do listening. And so in between lectures, they find it very difficult to take notes. In attempt to write notes, they miss important information. And so we've integrated an AI note-taking assistant that automatically takes notes for the deaf person in the classroom. And above all, which is very important, learning and resource materials are not accessible to deaf and hard of hearing learners in the classroom because these information are not in sign language. So we've integrated a library of learning and resource materials in sign language for deaf and hard of hearing. I think Cosmos made mention that in the hospitals and in the health facilities, how are they able to be diagnosed properly? We've had challenges where deaf learners on campus and around campus are being misdiagnosed, where severe cases, some of them end up, having severe complications due to what we call it, communication barrier between them and then health practitioners. So we've integrated what we call a deaf care, which is on our app. You can visit the app on the Play Store. That connects a deaf person to an interpreter through a video call, and they are able to assist at their hospitals as far as their health issues is concerned. Thank you.
So you mentioned a bit of the challenges. I'll be coming back to you as to how these challenges could be addressed, because, I mean, the initiative you've come up with is a good one towards inclusion that we've all been preaching about. Jonathan, tell us about InnovTech. What are they doing in line with the country's digital ecosystem agenda?
All right, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Kennedy Soa. It's quite frustrating to be between you and lunch. So I run an innovation hub called InnovTech STEM Center. We are into empowering the youth with industry-relevant skills in science, tech, engineering, and mathematics through robotics education. We use robotics because we believe it incorporates all aspects of STEM. You get the science, you get the computing, you get the engineering, and then the mathematics there. Our flagship platform is called Code VR. It helps students to learn coding and robotics offline without being dependent on physical robotics kit. We noticed during our outreach programs that robotics kits are very expensive. So when we do these outreaches to these kids and they go back home, they don't get anything to practice. So all the effort that we put into our training goes to waste because they can't practice. So we built this platform. It's offline. They go home. They get to practice. There's a virtual robot that they engage. They learn coding. They learn AI. And then they learn robotics as well.
Sure. So, Sika, being the only woman on the panel, I want to know what the digital space holds for women.
Hi. Okay, great. I think it holds everything for women. There's not an opportunity or thing that you want to do that you cannot do. It's just a matter of going into those rooms. It's just a matter of being curious. It's just a matter of being ready to learn and being ready to push yourself. Like the president of the Internet Society. As the president of the Internet Society Ghana chapter said, the men do help us. Like, I'm not even going to lie. Like, they put us on opportunities. Just befriend the tech bros in the space. Like, ask them, oh, if there's an event going on, can you take me with you? Or maybe you're having a challenge coding something. Just ask them. Like, they're ever so willing to help us. And I really believe it's just a matter of curiosity. Just be curious, push yourself, put yourself in that place, and literally anything you want to do in tech, you can do it. Don't be intimidated.
Thank you. That was a nice one. Let me just give you a final take on that. A lot of youth have an idea, and how, based on your experience, how would they move that idea to execution, to even a startup? But mind you, Madam Chamante mentioned that entrepreneurship is not only about owning a company, but then having seen Italy gone this far, what would be your advice to somebody who wants to venture into, a tech space?
Okay, so, wait, sorry, please come again.
The question is, a lot of youth have ideas that they wish they could channel them to solve problems. Based on your experience at Italy, it was an idea, and now solving a lot of problems in the society. How should they position themselves or the idea to get to where you've gotten to?
Okay, so with what you've said, you just said idea to problem, but then you have to identify the problem first. Don't start off with the solution. If you start off with the solution and you now go and look for the problem, you're going to have a headache. You're going to have a very big headache. So find problems and then build solutions. And in as much as you find the problems, don't just experience the problem once. You need to do market research. You need to validate that this problem exists, and it exists for more people besides yourself, right? Speak to your friends. Maybe, let's say it's something in healthcare. Go to the hospitals, talk to the nurses, talk to the doctors, talk to the patients, validate your problem, and really define that problem statement. Once you define that problem statement, you can now start brainstorming ideas and all that kind of stuff. one of the speakers has said previously, to every problem or to everything that's existing right now, there's current hacks. There's already solutions existing that are solving the problem that people are facing. So yes, find those current hacks, find those things people are currently doing, and see how you can improve, see how you can do better, see where the issues are, and then base your solution off of that. And then once you do have your solution again, you need to go back to the market, go back to the people you spoke to at the beginning, and let them see that, okay, this is the solution that will actually help me. Don't sit there and think you know the solution, right? Like, you don't know the solution, because you're not the one going to pay for it. You want people to pay for it, so you have to build what they want. So that's what I'll say. That's my advice to you.
A round of applause for Sika. I'm coming back to you on your last take. And you mentioned a bit of the challenges. Given that your startup is a social impact one, and nice one towards inclusion, what could be done or what support is needed to help us curb that challenges you're facing?
All right, thank you very much. I think a lot has been said when it comes to inclusion. Farid mentioned a lot. Building your solutions, you need to have in mind persons with disabilities, because a lot of breakthroughs came from solutions that were built for persons with disabilities. Sometimes a lot of people are focused on the money, but then there is a crook way. The impact that you are providing also equals the money you are looking for. A lot of investors are impact-driven investors. They are interested in how much your solution can provide an impact for persons in general. And so if you can focus on persons with disabilities, then you can also achieve what you are looking for. So for us, we try to advocate that anytime you are creating a solution, the first group of people you should also be thinking about are persons with disabilities in general. Thank you.
So a round of applause for Ike. Jonathan, the last one, and we are done with this session. As a young innovator leading change in the tech space, what's your vision for the next 5 years?
Okay, so I had to drop out of school at 13 years old to go and work at an internet cafe just to have access to a computer. So I started the company because of that gap that I saw. Why would I allow other children that come that are growing up from the kind of background that I come from to go through that same process when I had to go through that, and then by the grace of God, I come out of that with solution. So with the question that you asked, our vision for the next 5 years is to reach 1 million youth across Africa, train them on coding, robotics, and AI. We are doing this by partnering with institutions, like academia institutions like the University of Education, Winneba. We are training teachers because we believe that they effect that ripple change that we need. We are also training parents and students as well. There's a girl that we trained. She's building mobile apps now. She's just 10 years old, and she's helping a teacher teach computing in the classroom. That same girl had built a text-to-speech mobile app that helps a younger sister who cannot read to learn how to read, to learn how to mention certain words. And that same girl trained a mother in AI so well that a mother also came to further train with us, and now she's pursuing a master's degree in AI and data science. This is the kind of ripple effect that we are talking about. And in terms of also, our focus is on girls because we believe that that kind of ripple effect works very well with girls. When you teach girls, they are able to influence others easily to get on board. When we first engaged this girl, she came to our hub, and then she went back. When she went back, she went to tell all her classmates about what we are doing, the cool things we are doing. And then the next day, over 50 students filled our entire space. Then now we were overwhelmed. Who brought you here? Daniela. Who brought you here? Daniela. So this is what we are looking at. We are looking at empowering girls with the skills and then the opportunities. We've worked with a number of organizations here, And then we've had a number of people here as well to act as mentors to these girls, to provide them with access opportunities and give them the necessary support that they need so that they can move faster. In terms of an advice to young innovators like myself who are here, start early, okay? You have a lot of time ahead of you. Fail, start, fail, start, fail. You then see what actually works. Do you get it? You don't have to, but then in the point of starting early, make sure you have a why. I started because I had to drop out of school to have access to a computer. Your why could be different. Your why could be that your mother died of cancer, so you are working on a solution that solves, that ends cancer. So you have to have a why. And then when you have a why, there's nothing in the world that can change your mind to quit that thing that you are doing. Do you get it? Because challenges will come. But then your why is what will keep you grounded. So when you start with your why, then you start early. Start, fail, start, fail.
Start early and start with a why. Thank you very much. A round of applause for our young founders. They will take a group picture as well. But we go straight to a break, and we'll be coming back at 2:05 p.m. exactly to wrap up with the final panel. Please make sure to come back. They will take a group picture. Yeah, good. Make sure to come back as we would wrap up with the day with the final panel. And I must mention that great. I must mention that though Bell Beverages have made provision for some beverages for us at the exhibition area, the organizers have also liaised with some food vendors to serve us food at a low cost. And so they are just at the entrance. So within the 15 minutes, still network with somebody, grab what you want to grab, and come back at exactly 2:05 p.m., ladies and gentlemen, so that we can close early. Thank you very much. It's been amazing doing this with you. I'll see you back at 2:05 p.m.